Okay, we always need to do a quick little sound check at the beginning. Make sure that we don't sound absolutely terrible and that everything is in good condition. So we will do that real quick. Once we have done that, I believe it is time to get back into the hardcore. Part 3. This time, I think even if I get a little tired, we go for a ways. We'll go ahead and once again show that it is default hardcore settings. Everything is exactly as we expect it to be with fast travel off. Let's go ahead and get back into it. Very excited for another day of hardcore gameplay. And I think the goal for today should be to get our first breed started and to potentially get up to level 40. One thing we've been kind of doing while we're running is getting our coal going. So we are at 40. That should be enough for the guild chest when we eventually get there, right? We need 50 ingots. We do. Okay, so we're basically on our way to being able to get that. We're going to go ahead and see if that cave still has more ingots ready for us. More coal ready for us. We don't have any sphere. Actually, you know what? More so than that, why don't we stick around here for just a minute, hang that black market here again, and then potentially go buy ourselves some more spheres. Because we are super low on spheres. We don't necessarily want to start using our ingots just yet. Oh, look at me having everything set up for me down here. I should have remembered that I did that. We'll just go ahead and make sure that we're okay. Welcome in. Hopefully you're having a nice day. We won't have any money, do we? No, we don't. So we don't even want to see. We don't want to look. We would be sad. Actually, that's not true. We can still look. If you have something we really want, we kind of want that Nox. It's a nice buy. We can go ahead and get rid of a bunch of pals we're not going to be needing. Yeah, we're definitely not needing a bunch of these, so probably worth it to just go ahead and sell a handful. Now, many of them we're going to want to condense, but some of them are just going to completely be unnecessary. So, probably worth selling out a few of them so that we can potentially buy our next pal here. Probably go ahead and just get rid of that. Probably get rid of the Nox. Sure, let's just get rid of a couple of these before we get off to being able to condense them. We want to be able to condense them for our faster expedition rates going forward. But here we are selling a few of them so that we can at least make sure we have enough money. Because I saw this Nox and I kind of wanted it. So, there we go. Now that that's good, let's go ahead and double check where we're at in the base, since we can't let him despawn. We should be pretty darn close to having this cake ready. Yeah, it's getting close. And since it's getting close, that means it's probably time to get our pals starting breeding. And I have not made the executive choice on what we breed just yet. Ooh, okay. There we go. Let's go ahead and check. We haven't gotten a single... We got a... Oh my gosh. We got a Fwack with Remarkable Craftsman. No way. That means I'm going to look up a breeding calculator for a Fwack and see what we can do to get an Anubis or another pal breed out of this particular breed. Okay, and my entire... Okay, there we go. Maybe it'll work again now. Let's see if we can breed this Fwack and Anubis. It's a 2-breed breed. Let's see. Let's find an easy one, hopefully. That would be the goal. We want a nice and easy breed. So I'm just going to come over here to PalDB, get ourselves a concept here. So what we did was we put ourselves in. We have a parent of a Fwack, and we want an Anubis. And so we're going to see what we could do. We could make a Loop Moon and then make a Grisbolt or Helzifer with that, but unfortunately we don't have an Anubis to make the Loop Moon itself. And then I'm looking over here for the final breeds first, so I'm like, okay, all of these breeds are scary, so we're not going to do them because they would take an either extra breed or we'd have to really go out of our way to catch one of these. So we're going to quickly go through, a Cryolinks, we can buy one of them. We don't have a Rayhound or Kitsune Noctua or any of these. Can we get a Gale Claw easier than harder? A Blaze Howl would be really... Oh, but then that makes it a robin quill. Ah, bummer. The cryo-link scale claw is definitely a possibility. Okay. Robin quill and... Okay, so we could still do robin quill with Catris. Oh, let's see if we can get a Catris so that we can then breed a robin quill and cryo-links. I think that's the play right there. Okay. So, pretty sure I don't have a Catris yet. Let's go ahead and go with Dark. Make sure we didn't already catch one. Shouldn't have. That's usually what we do later in the game. Okay. We have a handful of spheres. We can build the weapon assembly line. Not the... Oh, wait, we don't have the weapon assembly line, do we? That's why we haven't done it yet. Okay, I see. Let's go ahead and just say make a... Go ahead and make all the bones into cement. That way we'll be ready for that. Okay, we're gonna get ready to go over and say hello to Catris here in a second. Or... Okay, even better. We're just gonna see if we can't buy one from the black market here. I think that might be the better choice. Both are fine options, honestly. We might just go catch the Catris, and then we'll have an hour until that Catris is ready. Sorry. An hour, and then that Catris will be ready to be caught once again. I'm gonna go ahead and say hang him one more time, as our money is very low. And let's see what you got. You got anything? He's got a Catris with Pyromaniac. I need to double check what the gender of the Thwack is. If that Thwack is a male, then we buy that Catris. I totally forgot to look at the genders as well. Thwack is a male. Okay, I think we just go with that. A Pyromaniac, but the Remarkable Craftsman, I think makes it all the while worth it. So we're going to go ahead and just buy that Catris and get breeding that way. Won't be the best Anubis you've ever seen, but hey, you know what? It's at least a start to get a Remarkable Craftsman Anubis so that we've got decent mining, great handiwork, and then we will also have the ability to pass those traits down with Anubis here in the near future. Let's go ahead and take those two out. Thwack can go in, and the Catris should be at the end. We've got the male-female, and we don't have a PAL monitoring stand yet. Surprised I haven't done that. That's pretty normal for me to build pretty quickly. Let's go ahead and get rid of the fire there. Okay, and we can go ahead and put these two together to breed ourselves an Anubis. And since they're ready right there, and we're all set here, we've got that. Pretty much everything is squared away. We had 1538. Yes, okay, we're good. So we just need a little bit more experience for the weapon assembly line, and then we'll be at level 32. Let's go ahead and grab the rest of this money and move on into a cave system really fast. Grab palladium, a little bit more coal, maybe some sulfur, and maybe some ore. But I know this cave right up here is right here now. We have learned that since we've been here. And so we can go ahead and get in, find some more coal, palladium, and potentially some ore and sulfur. This will help us tremendously as we continue to level up. I think we go ahead and catch these mals as well. Yeah, like, look at that. That's a relatively low chance for a level 7 on a yellow sphere. Whew. It is tough being on hardcore. The catch rates are just so low. Okay, we've got Mr. Warthog here, who's going to help us pick up all the food. We're gonna grab all the items that we need from here. Namely, I have no idea where... Oh, there we are. The coal and the palladium. Nice. Getting ourselves ready to move on. I don't see any other right here. Let's go ahead and go into the cave a little bit. Oh, Killamai, we go ahead and catch them. Nice and easy. Good pal to have multiples of, so we can soon condense them and make fast traveling around the world much easier with the gliding. as once we condense them, they use less stamina, and it's nice to have less stamina drain so we don't fall to our deaths. That would be one of the ways we could kill ourselves in this run. Not the only way, but one of them. And go ahead and grab this coal as well. Coal being a very nice place to grab coal, or caves being a great place to grab coal now. So that's really cool. I am happy that they added that into caves. Kiroth! Hey, welcome back, my guy. How am I doing? I'm doing really well. I'm really happy to be playing Palworld once again, and this one should be a bit longer of a stream. I was very not long on the last couple, but I kind of want to catch these dire howls, and then this cave is going to close, but I think we've got everything we need out of it. You're going to lurk today? Awesome. Well, lurk away, man. You're always welcome to lurk. That is the perk of being the person in your position. You can just do what you want. And hopefully we catch this dire howl. If we can't, I'll be sad. I kind of want the alpha, even if the Mr. Perfect, or the Chosen One, I should say, is near and dear to my heart. Please stay in. Nice. Okay, now the problem with that is we won't be able to come back in here. We didn't get any rewards? Really? I thought there was always a chest at the end of a cave. That's a bummer. That sounds like bees. Go ahead and log out on that one. We don't want to die to a bee exploding in our face. And unfortunately, they have so much time to load in when we come out of a cave that I am too afraid to try to dodge them or anything like that. So we will just load out and load back in, and that bee is gone, and we are safe. Not the coolest of ways to handle that situation, but I would rather stay alive than die to a bee exploding in my face. I hope you understand. We have a cake. We're gonna need more than one. There we go. Are they in there? They just started breeding because, unfortunately, something stopped them. Oh, because I logged out. I logged out, of course. Duh. Oh, and the flower should be good now. Hey, Palworld raids. Rigged rigger. Who logs out for a bee? Just dodge it frame perfect like a pro? You're right. You know, streamer ruined the experience for everybody. Time to pack it in. No fun can be had here. Streamer's not good. Streamer's terrible. Streamer doesn't know how to play. Streamer doesn't deserve any viewership. Just constant negligence. That's what it looks like to me. Now I do want a stronger fire-breathing pal. We only have the one. I think we just go over and grab it from our other base. Because we need some, more spears. True! Yeah. Dude, did you stream some more? Did you, build some more pals today? How's the Celestiers and Reptiros going? I am pretty excited. I feel pretty okay to play a good bit more today than I did the other day, so hopefully I should get a good bit of playing in today. Okay, we always have to double check that we have our light enabled when we do something like this, or else we could easily kill ourselves. We made it back over to this base. Good luck. Thank you, Teufel. Nice job on the tower run. I started and watched some of it, and I'm excited to continue watching it, and I will definitely watch more as I have time, but right now I was eager to get back to it, you know. I say 6 o'clock, I try to stay right on 6 o'clock. Holy Nova sucks. PP can't balance to save their lives. Ah, that's a bummer. Bummer. Okay, let's grab Linares. We grabbed all those ingots, so we should be able to make ourselves a few more green or yellow spheres to make capturing things a little easier. I think that should be good for us. We've got most things that we want. We can probably just leave it like this. You know what, let's go ahead and stop that. Get ourselves more ingots here, as this base has plenty of them. We should be good to... Yep. We have tons of berries here, but lots of them need to be made still. I might actually put in a second pal to make stuff. Can we grab those berries? Thank you. There we go. And let's see. At least Sirius would be great. There we go. Not nocturnal, but they'll help with making things. You died on the final tower boss. Even with max player damage reduction, he has a one-shot ability. Yes, he does. Bastigor, for the most part, it's only that ability that you have to worry about. But there is an ability to worry about, you know? So I guess you have to look at it both ways. Oops. And every other tower boss you could face tank. Yeah, I believe that. I believe that. Saya and Silene, if you're not on reduced damage, can be a big pain in the butt, but since you are on reduced damage, they shouldn't absolutely suck. They would just be annoying. Oh, I don't have enough electricity. Do I have any electric pals in the base? I don't think I do. That would make sense why nobody was making that stuff. And we're just gonna put this down and have the base pals split that out, sort of. Unless, did we put away? We want the sphere assembly line so that we can make some spheres. Do we have any electric pals? We have no electric pals in the base. In fact, do we have any electric pals? I don't think I have a single electric pal yet. Oh my. Well, in which case, we want to place down a high-quality workbench as well. Go ahead and make ourselves just a few spheres here. Oh, the high quality doesn't... Oh, it's the sphere workbench. What am I doing? I know what I'm doing. I know it doesn't look like that sometimes, but I do. And his rock smash does a lot of damage. Yeah, the Fabric boss has like one true one-shot ability and then one really strong just ability. I don't know how to better say that. One very strong, not one-shot probably, but could one-shot depending on your armor and things like that. But yeah. Hello! Hello, young one then. Or just, I don't know what you say to a pupil. Hello, pupil. Saw my videos. Trick, I need your lesson. Ah, excellent. What would you like to learn, my pupil? Anything in particular? I have a few things I have learned over the course of my time here. Anything that I can grab? His one shot is when he jumps in the air and there's a frost cracked on the ground that expands. Interesting. That's not usually a one shot for me, but I guess I usually, I guess I don't stay in the frost cracks. The jump down never one shots me, but I don't know really how to dodge it either. But then, after that, it's the damage just comes in. Oops. Wasting spheres already. Oh, great. After that, it's pretty much of a bummer. Big bummer. Let's see how close that is. That's fine. We can wait. Need to double check. Once again, once we make this Robin Quill, we're looking for a Cryolinx. I should have bought one. He's in the base. Musclehead. Unfortunate. That means I think I go back to farming the Black Marketeer. Just this time without doing anything that would reset the making of our pal here. Okay, let me go ahead and get back to comments. He roars before he jumps. If you start sprinting from then, you can dodge the whole thing. Is that right? Interesting. I've only ever had to fight him a couple of times, so I guess I still have a lot to learn. A workaholic Lunaris sounds so good. I'm gonna go ahead and buy that. Just dodge roll as soon as he jumps up. Interesting. Yeah, I've had struggling times just dodging it, even if I start rolling as soon as he jumps up. Like, his jump down still hits me. Now, the cracks don't. The cracks of his jump down do not hit me, but only the jump down. Hangyu is so good. I absolutely adore Hangyu. Get ourselves just a few more levels here. Nice play right there. Oh, we got our level. Nice. Still need those levels anyway. Might as well. I think Hangyu is definitely one of the best pals in the game. 100%. And just out of curiosity, Foxtrot, are you military? Do you just like the word Foxtrot? Or are you part of Can I explain how I did that? Yeah, sure. So when you're on the Dire Howl, he has this Fierce Fang ability, right? So for me, I keep it on my left click, but if you don't see it for whatever reason, you go into your pal, make sure it has Fierce Fang in there, you click it, switch it so that it's Fierce Fang to whatever one you want. And then when you're moving, you're going to jump so that you continue to keep the momentum. So you'll press it, he'll move forward, and then you jump. The better you can time it, the more you get into it. As you can see, if you press it really early, he doesn't either move forward at all, or he moves very little. If you wait until he's very far moved forward, you can get a good dash in each time. I kind of wait until his front paws start to touch the ground before I press the jump again. Because you can see his front paws kind of start to move towards the ground again. French Air Force? That's fantastic. Wonderful. Do you fly a Mirage or anything like that, or are you just part of the Air Force? I know I have a couple of friends that are like military guards on base and stuff like that. Or do you fly, or what's up with that? But yeah, hopefully that explanation is good enough for the Dire Howl. As once you start moving forward with the attack, then you just press your spacebar and you're into the air. Your next biggest time save, you think, will be climbing up Victor's Mountain? Yeah, it was funny. I actually went like straight to where you did Victor's Mountain just to see what you did, and like the grappling on that section is brutal. Oh, I didn't even think I needed to make a. We still need the egg incubator here. Oh my gosh! I just want to get off the Dire Howl. There we go. So. Yeah, I thought it was cool. Definitely could save quite a bit of time there, though. I am confident of that. For you, Teufel. Yeah, it's okay for that. You explained it in your speedrun 1.1. Awesome. Awesome. Was there another thing that I could help explain with? Right. We want weapon workbench. Weapon assembly line, sure, that one. Oh, I need high quality pal oil? Oh gosh. Okay, so this guy is right there. We got kind of lucky that we have him. Pop him out real quick. It's kind of expensive, but I think it was probably worth it. Oh my gosh, dude, just... Oh my gosh, dude, just... Let me buy. 8 is what we need. So we can switch this guy back out for another that. All set. That means we can now buy the weapon assembly line. We've got the sniper module, which means we got our capture power up just a little bit once we put that on. And then you're 28, training a lot, only 10 flight something with someone at the moment. Okay. Very cool. Oh, did I not hit him? Oh, that's disappointing. For your jump tricks. Ah, of course. I can explain that. let me get this going here real quick, and then we'll get into those. RNG Palsphere and catch a flying pal, just fly up the mountain. Oh, that'd be interesting. That would definitely be interesting. You could always use, I don't know, I know you don't have your meteors on. Do you want to do it as a meteorless run, Teufel? Is that on purpose? Oh, we could have potentially caught a cryolink right there too. Okay, so let's look at building and gliding. So first we've got the grappling, right? So the grappling, we've got that, right? So that's simple. You use the grapple, then you start gliding. Then we can use the ability to continue to glide by pressing something to stop the glide and continue it going forward. If you press your crouch button, you can do it, and it's not as fast, but you can do it. But if you like press spacebar and try to do it again, it only lets you do it sometimes. So it will take a little bit before you get back up into the air. So what I do is I try to summon my pal by pressing my summon pal button and then my space bar once again. So because you're doing that, you can then kind of spam it, and when you spam it, you just use less stamina overall. And then on top of that, if we were using hang you, we could potentially gain a bunch of height if we were to spam and go up at the same time, because hang you has such a high increase in height. So when we do this, we could unleash it and then go up, and when we do that, sometimes we get a huge pull upwards, and that helps out a lot. So that's one of the things. Next is if we were to use our grappling, we can hit that and then hit the cancel button and not press anything else. As long as we don't press anything else, we will just continue to grapple and bounce right off that wall, and it will be nice and easy for us to move all the way up as much as we want. If you press forward, you will just get glued to the wall immediately. And then let's see here, and then I'll get over to you, Teufel, once I get past this. We can showcase what it is if you use the grappling hook and then press something. So we will hang this guy and then get into the explanation on that. So let's see. Poison bow's fine. Give him extra damage. So like, see if I press forward when I'm doing this, so I'm still pressing forward, we just catch the first thing that we are able to grab onto. I can reset my grappler by clicking it into my inventory and back out, but there we go. Pressing something, we caught the wall. Reset our timer by doing that. We will just click the wall, click cancel, and then we will bounce right off it every time. So we can do that, and then we can go from there. Now that we've done that, we can look into... Oh, I don't have any wood right there. Alright, let me grab that real fast. We will hopefully not need another, but we were going to want to. We want at least 4 wood. So we've got 4 wood. We're going to just pop over to this little spot right here. I guess I already did it right here, right? Now this big jump trick here with the structures here, when we place a structure, it's going to move us. So like even right here, if we're on the ground and we place the structure on top of us, it normally will just push us out of it. So you see how it moved us out of that? So when we build a structure on top of us, it pushes us out of it. It doesn't matter what that structure is. If we are on top of a structure, when we try to make it, oh, that's right, it's this one, right? We are in or on top of a structure when, not always, I guess, but most of the time, if we are in or on top of a structure, it tries to move us out of that structure. It's being very mean to me. There you go. So once again, it moved us out of that structure. So the entire point of the glitch is building on top of yourself to then not have ground right below you. If there's no ground right below you, what it does is it pushes you and there's no ground to stop you. So once there's no ground to stop you, you get sent flying. So the big point for that particular glitch right there, or just movement tech, whatever, it's probably really a glitch, is just once you click it, there's no ground, then you can move at incredible speeds, and then you deploy your glider and you just keep going. So there's how you do that. How do you cancel? Yeah, never succession your wood base trick. Ah, interesting. Now, I do know that your graphic settings, we found this out not too long ago. You'll want to be at or at least close to 120 FPS in order to go as fast as possible. If you have much lower than that, we'll go ahead and apply that really fast. And oh god, this looks terrible. You'll see we won't move nearly as far. Look at that. We went only this far because our FPS was much, much lower. So it's definitely worth noting that in this particular case. With graphic settings set to at least 120, we came all the way out here, right? So much, much faster. For Chill It speedrun, I was on ground, yes or no? Yes and no. So for the Chill It speedrun, we were able to deploy a glider before we hit the ground, or in some cases, I didn't do that. Like if I was just trying to get to Chill It as fast as possible, I had to make sure that the ground that I was on would not let me die when I got to it. So it needed to be somewhat low, but we also needed the Chill It to have us land somewhat high. So if we end up like here, we shouldn't take any damage when we hit the ground because we are already low enough that this jump right here, oop, no damage, right? So we didn't hit any ground damage when we fell right here because that is just not far enough of a jump when we hit the ground. If we do this, we still don't take any damage because we were only that high up in the ground for that particular one. Alright, Toyful, you said you turn meteors off because one of the alphas we have to kill on Fabric literally spawns on top of a meteor spawn, and when it spawns the meteor, it spawns humans, and by that time you land, you kill the alphas too. Oh, interesting. Brick like 2 runs by doing that? Interesting. I'm wondering if you could, if it would be worth changing your settings mid-run to allow you to have that until you go to that alpha. Because if you did that, you could still get spheres, which would give you money and the ability to catch a flying mount and so on and so forth. I've started Palworld raids. You've started dropping your Xenolord for Hang You. As crazy as that sounds, I have a stronghold Vanguard Hang You. That's awesome. Yeah, Hang You is a wonderful pal. Wonderful pal. Very, very strong pal. Okay, let's go ahead and grab the money from this guy. See if we can't get ourselves a good cryo links. We shouldn't need to worry about getting a new egg just yet, as our cake should not be done yet. I am tempted to potentially go see if we can't catch a Ragnarok or other 3-star kindling pal. 3 kindling pal. But for right now, you will just go ahead and do this. We want to double check. Do you have any cryo links that we want? No pals that we want at all. Okay. Probably could change settings like 3-4 times or that run. Yeah, I think that might be an answer to that problem to some extent. Just getting yourselves some pal spheres and then switching it out. Night! Want it to be date. Oh, I thought you were saying goodnight. I saw that and I was like, oh, I'll say goodbye before you leave. Yeah. Still dialing in good time of day and night cycles. Yeah, I can understand that. Foxtrot, you're saying could be useful for your future plan faster launch. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. I hope it does work out for you. Hope with all my heart. Oops, I didn't want to throw that sphere. How did that happen? I thought I pressed cancel. Because you want it to be daytime so you can just let your fire pal make ingots while I go do other stuff. But then I want it to become nighttime so the leveling is easier. Yeah, I think there's a lot to that run. I think there is a lot to it. I didn't even get to see if you bought a Wixen or Reptiro. I know you bought a Gobfin in the one that I just started watching. And was that the pal that you used the entire way through? Not seeing anything I want / need to catch. You know, now that I think about it, it wouldn't all all be that bad to come over here at some point for a potential bee guard. Yeah, look at that. Bee guards and Elizabeths. Because they keep spawning when I'm exiting that cave. That could potentially be a good thing to do if I don't want to buy a bee guard early. Could get one early just by going right there. Interesting. I never thought about that. Goffin, yeah. Okay, the wooden base trick is based on the fact of it being higher than ground. Yep. And there's a little bit of extra nuance to it, it seems like, especially like how close it is to the edge versus how far it is. As well as how tall it is. Sometimes the taller ones are just too tall. So you got to make sure that it's not too tall, that it just pushes you into the ground, and it can't be too short that you can't stand under it. So lots of little things with the base trick. So make sure it's not too tall, make sure it's not too short, and make sure it's not too far off the edge, and make sure it's not too little off the edge. All of which make a factor on how much it launches you. And let me see if there's a cryolinks. No cryolinks. Anything I would like to buy? An artisan gale claw. I think I do. You've got some decent stuff. Wraith is cheap. We take that. Second position, not important. Second position is not important. Nope. Only the one that's gonna send you off the ledge. So if you're really wanting to, you could set it up this way where I go over to here, right? Like this. I'll go ahead and get rid of these two as they are my example ones. I can then look at this foundation, say I want to make sure that I can launch off this way. I see that this pillar is off the edge. I think that's tall enough. Place that one right there. That should hopefully launch me off that direction. I'll then go ahead and place this one here, and I can't. Of course I didn't. What about if I place it on the other side? Looks like I made it too tall. So only important to make sure that it is tall enough to be able to do what you want to do with it. So let's make sure that it's touching the ground. And this other one can hopefully be made, yeah, sure, right like that. So then I can go with that one. I'm guessing I'm going to have to crouch to make this one work. But then I can just launch myself using the first one. So as long as that first one is placed there, we don't care where the second one is. You can have as many around as you like. It's not on the ground? Yeah, I realize that. Might still have some work figuring out how to place that in other places other than true cliff ledges. Whoops. Okay, let's go ahead and continue to make sure that we can get everything. And yes, you're right, Poifold. Some cliff sides do not like the build glide very much. Yeah, can be tough. I think the Goffin build should be nerfed. Benefits of only one Goffin work, not all four. I think Goblin should be fine as is, as long as they continue to make pals stronger and not make the player's weapons stronger. And unfortunately, I don't know if that's going to happen. So, in which case, maybe they should be nerfed. Okay, I might just buy this insulated body one. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe I'll wait to buy it until I know what gender the, until I know what gender the pal's gonna be. Oh. Is my bee dead? No. Okay. Woo! Not that that bee's gonna make the biggest difference, but it is something I would be sad if I let it die. Yeah, there we go. That's the risks its life to cause a violent explosion. Yeah, we don't need that. You can put that on instead. We can put another base in the pal on the base. Base in the pal, yes. Haha. Love base and pals. Sure, whatever. Another transport will be good. And then yeah, Teufel is a great source. Foxtrot, if you read his message there, he's a speedrunner with some pretty solid achievements to his name. So, very worth listening to him. You don't want to make it too tall. Foxtrot is the best place to practice. Start immediately and start next to try to stand yourself next to Zero. It's not, yeah. I just end your 1.2 speedrun. Can you share your speedrun roadmap anywhere? Interesting. You know what? I probably could. That would probably be a beneficial thing to share. So I'll look into getting that out there for you. I don't have that for anyone else to see as of yet, so I can definitely look at that. What did you say about Godfin? You were brushing your teeth? Oh, you know, I don't even know if I finished my thought process there. I think Godfin is a acceptable form of play, even with it being put together, but they need to stop making weapons that are so strong that take advantage of it. I guess that's the best way I can put it, is that the if the weapons didn't keep getting stronger, like, I think Godpins would be fine, because as pals level up, they would naturally equalize over time. And then that would be great, because I thought the additional souls was very worth it. The additional levels helped out a lot. But the Godfin build still felt incredibly strong. But without it now, I almost think like the player would be too weak, right? Like the pals would do all the work, and so there would be no like player play style that was really worth doing. So kind of hard to say. Ooh, some relaxers is right here. I think we can take them on. I might just let Linares do it though. Let's go ahead and not starve to death and let Linares have some food. And let's go ahead and switch them out for Linares here. And let Linares attack aggressively. We will just stand back and watch the fireworks. Hey, Jonathan. Welcome back in.
Yeah.
Could potentially just use this to make a nudist as well. That's very fun. Okay, how's it going? I'm doing alright, you know? I'm feeling good, feeling happy. Can't complain. I'm getting to play Palworld. It's fun. Very, very fun. How's your night going? Yeah, I urge you when you talking about him when you beat Zoe speedrun. Yeah. There's a good couple of people speedrunning again now, and Toyful is one of them. He's been doing some of the newer categories. It's very cool. I get to enjoy watching some speedrun content again. I think that's like a portion of why I was doing it was so that I could have some speedrun content, even though it was really only me. But I am so stoked that people are speedrunning again. Fierce Fang to make it jump further. Yeah, so when you are using Fierce Fang, I see Hillamar, we're good. When you use Fierce Fang, you want to go ahead and jump when you are right at the end of the Fierce Fang's ability. Oop, bounced off there. Alright, so for Fierce Fang, when you go, if you like jump early, it's not a very big jump, right? But if you jump late, it will be a huge jump. Okay, maybe not that huge. We're gonna go ahead and... Oops, command same enemy. So if you have to wait, or if you can, you wait towards when your Dire Howl is dashed almost all the way forward, and then you can jump. If you don't, you can get little tiny baby hops, or no hops at all. Look at that, little baby hop, right? Little baby hop. Little bit farther of a hop, and then if I really wanted to, you can go all the way with a larger hop. And that's by making sure you go all the way. And then the last thing is if you're on ground that goes down, he does even better, because going uphill is Dire Howl's worst enemy. So make sure you're on, at best, level ground, or even better, sorry, at worst level ground, at better ground that is sloped in your favor. Okay, let's go ahead and see if we can't make some more spheres over here. Molding content, sadly, since by the time I get a good run, it's like an hour after failed attempts. Sure, man. Prefer the Elk Dash, since if you mess up the timing with Dire Howl, he's slower. That's true. I am just a big fan of Dire Howl. I don't know what else to say. That's just me. I like that I can jump over locations as well. I think that makes the big difference for me. It's the deal breaker. You're very welcome. And welcome back, Captain Hit. Glad that you're back here and getting to have some more Palworld content, having some fun. Hopefully you're having a great night. I'm getting to play Palworld, so I'm having a great night. I also poured myself a glass of whiskey. Haven't had a sip yet, so let's go ahead and cheers for a little bit. Just a little whiskey after work. Calm yourself down. Calm myself down, I guess. Completely unnecessary, but I do enjoy a nice glass of whiskey after work. Relaxers raid. Interesting. Oh, I was like, why can I not make my dire howl up here? I think we go ahead and go down. Check out what this raid is. Should be okay. It says 3 of them. Oh, they're all high level though, so it'll be a little scary actually. Let Linares handle it. Oop, I couldn't dodge that bubble. That's sad. Let Linares heal up. Or rather, just don't let Linares get hit by every single attack. I did not mean it to be that weak of a sphere. Go ahead and give ourselves a chance at a few more relaxers here. Not gonna be the easiest. Oop. Alright. Some more relaxers. Very, very fun. And that one's breakdancing. Always fun watching me. Aw, I appreciate that. I will definitely try to keep it up. I enjoy playing for you guys. I am very blessed to have anybody think that it's fun to watch me. I am having a great time. Great time. And 2 for 1 record, just make Meowmere faster. I did consider that. The damage on it is low, but the bouncing definitely could play a part of making that faster. So I was curious about that myself, to be honest with you. And then let's see. So that's a nice option. Oh, sorry, Foxtrot. Did you plan to open a server for your community, like PvP raid players based? You know, I've definitely considered it. It's not something I plan to do just right now, as I am still very much so enjoying just playing the game and trying to do hardcore content. But I think at some point it would be kind of fun to have a full everybody can join in and just troll, have fun. Or just play for serious, you know? And the thing is, I don't think it would be hardcore because that would suck if you were joining in and then all of a sudden you got killed and it's game over for you, right? So, right now I've been itching to play some more hardcore content, so here we are with hardcore content. But I do think I will at some point. Since yours closed? Interesting. Yeah, right now that's not the plan, but you know what? If you check back in a couple weeks, I could easily see myself doing something like that. Very, very easily. Cool, gave us a second chance at chill it here. Also, the Predator Pal I'm using, I found a better way since there's a cave literally right there. If you don't see it, you just keep on entering and leaving a cave to respawn the Pal. Ah, very nice. And then I noticed on the Meowmere one that you went over to Faybreak for the coal. Was there no coal in the cave for you to be able to get? I know at least many caves now have coal in them. So you might not have to actually make that trek over to Faybreak to get the coal. Which would save you quite a bit of time as well. Killed it during the day cycle, it'll spawn eventually. Yeah. On Tower Boss, you're getting multiple hits. Most of them 2 times, some of them even 3 hits. It's like 200 power, but it acts like a 600 power weapon. Nice. Got a diamond body? Did I really? Look at that. An unstable diamond body, but hey, we don't really care about that. We'll go ahead and favorite that one up. We have a male and female relaxer, so we could just breed straight to Anubis that way if we really felt like it. Flew towards Anubis boss for Cole. Ah. I must have watched a different one then, because I thought you were at... I thought you went to the Sakurajima Island for it, but maybe I'm just misremembering. Or maybe that is what you did and I just can't remember and just have a poor memory. Could be that too. Anything is possible. Alright, we were going to go get ourselves some more spheres so that we could catch some more lower level pals. Do I have wood? I do have wood. Nice. Let's see if we can... Look at that. That's what we wanted to do the first time. Defense is good for hardcore? Oh, yeah. Defense is paramount in hardcore, I might even say. Think that's enough. I think we have enough of everything else right now. Other guys sell other items as well. We're going to go ahead and just buy a few more, just to make sure we have enough. Could also go to Sakurajima, but yeah, I could check the cave. Yeah, I've found that they added a lot of coal to most caves, most early game caves now, so definitely something you could potentially go for to maybe save some time instead of going over to Anubis. Just an idea for you. Those are the 2 ones I go. Yeah, makes sense. Let's go ahead and grab this right here. 1 left monk. Go ahead and just grab that. Reset it. Get over to another left monk right here. And what rolled diamond body? I believe it was a Hoocrates. Or a Hoocrates, as I lovingly call them. Why? I don't know. Why? I really couldn't tell you. But boy, do I like calling it Hoocrates. You'll now have Demon God and Diamond Body. You can start reading Tank Shadow Beaks. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Get ourselves ready to see what this Black Marketeer has. Also, my original 1 through 3 guns. Woo! I'm also very curious if you couldn't just... Oh! He was on attack. Oh my gosh. Can we not do that, please? Oh. Oh, that was so stressful. Oh, my heart. Jeez. Whew. I can't take it if we do that again. Jeez. The chosen one almost bit the dust right there. We almost bit the dust right there. That was scary. There's a wrong 1 through 3 guns. Yeah, that's a lot. I was wondering if we could potentially just start breeding, not breeding, go for a shotgun, because you can still buy shotgun shells for rather cheap. And then on top of that, you would be able to potentially just like blast through the enemies so much with your damage as it is. They did add coal. Very nice. I just want to ride. I don't need to kill more dire house. Cave it is. Nice. Actually, I don't have a good way to do this right now, do I? But we'll go ahead and grab one Incineram. Let's go ahead and grab more than one Incineram, but we're just going to walk a little bit farther away so they don't instant spawn on us. Yeah, jump. Cliff jump trick, totally. Got to use everything in our arsenal. We do want to go pretty fast. We're a little bit slower than I would normally play, but I'm enjoying interacting with you guys, and I'm enjoying the hopefully not dying aspect of making sure we are set to go whenever we go out now. Go ahead and grab a couple of these. A Jolt Hog! That's one of the reasons we came over here. Let's go. I think I can probably throw a yellow sphere. Did I see another? I did see another. Nice. That should be hopefully good enough. We need to wait for it to go to 100. And that's level 33! Man, 3 guns is a crazy amount, but I'm wondering if you could get the 50 coal you need. You'd need the weapon workbench, so you'd need 100 ingots just for that. Plus you'd need the coal for the, or the ingots for... Oop, I actually wanted to use a Mega Sphere. You would need the coal and the ingots for making the refined ingots, coal and ore for refined ingots, and then you could make it also. It's a lot, but man, I don't know. Compound bow, but we would need the weapon assembly line. And the katana, since you can make that. Interesting. That's also another interesting. And I feel like that'd make it such an interesting run too, just seeing the bosses get beat by a katana. That'd be fun. So these are some pretty high level breeding pals. So I am constantly farming them from these guys that summon them out. It's both great for experience, and it's also pretty nice for the potential breeding with Incinerams and or Lee's Punks later on. Plus they're low enough level that they're pretty easy to catch. And can we please not be stuck? Thank you. Yeah, I don't like using the katana, but I'm thinking for a speedrun where you try to beat the bosses as fast as possible, the katana could potentially work, as it is pretty high firepower and potentially could be some good DPS against it. Oh, and yes, it does dash, unfortunately. Oh, so you wouldn't be able to crouch cancel it. At least I don't think you could. The Meowmeow, I'm almost positive would be better. Unfortunately, like, the new weapons are all kind of trash. By new weapons, the new melee weapons are both pretty trash. But I've never tested them with additional settings to make them stronger. Just with default settings. Like the ninja on Sakurajima, except that they're not strong. Like, the ones on Sakurajima are actually pretty strong, but they dash just like the people on Sakurajima. Next up and after that would be trying the pump shotgun fast. Yeah, that's the one I was thinking of. Pump action fast would probably be a pretty solid choice. It was something I was definitely considering. Especially considering how slow your boss kills seem to be. I feel like that would speed them up tremendously. It's just a matter of how much it would slow down the rest of the run trying to get everything you needed for it, right? But right now, with it being about an hour run, right? I could easily see it being worth it. We should only have a couple more respawns here before we... I think we're going to go try and catch Azarobi to make sure we have an Azarobi, and then we will start heading back to our bases and see what we can do from there. This is not necessarily the most interesting part of the run, but as usual, it's a part that I deem necessary. Anything that I do, I deem necessary, or else I wouldn't do it. And I'm glad that these green spheres are like 90% chance plus on these captures. It makes this very easy, very simple. And we keep going. Need a new pal like Gotham, but boost melee weapon damage by only 100% per pal. That way we get new player damage builds and make melee viable. That would be really interesting. Could you imagine if it was like, it had to be a summoned out pal though, and it was like 300% stronger, so you had to fight with that pal? And so that'd be interesting too. I guess there's a multiple ways they could go about it. Regardless, it would be pretty cool. Can I catch that? Oh, we almost shot that Mammoth. We were gonna go back to base anyway, or go back to menu anyway. It is as it is. Melee buffing pals. I'm at 1586 out of 222 durability with Meowmere at the end. Like, dang, it carries hard. Interesting. That does carry hard. Ooh, Serenity and Infinite Stamina on that Lee's Punk. Not necessarily the greatest two together, but they're both good passives. "500%, but the pal has to be out." Should have been Dogen. Oof. Yeah, I would be all for that. Total samurai type pal. Justice for Dogen. Okay, we're almost done here. All of those would be super, super fun. Ugh, I needed to go back just a little bit farther so I didn't have to deal with this. Right when I got out of the save, but that's alright. Motivational and Musclehead. That's another interesting one. That one had everything, and it had Vanguard on it. I can't say I love that, but that's alright. Okay, we're down to our last Gigasphere, which means maybe not Azarobi this time. I think we go ahead and just use regular food here. Sorry, regular spheres here. And hopefully we keep catching them because I keep hitting them with poison arrows. And if they don't catch, that'll just be a little sad because they'll be dead anyway. Masochist, doesn't really matter. And Conceited also doesn't really matter. So, again, I'll just say it one more time. These are good pals worth to breed. They're also the lowest level Incineram and Lee's Punk you can get unless you get a raid really low level. But we are no longer a really low level, so we're probably not going to get that really, really low raid. So it's a combination of leveling up using really cheap pal spheres to do it, and a combination of getting more pals to potentially breed with. And we're going to level up as we go, and I think it's all just worth it. That Lee's Punk died. That's a sad one for us. But these guys over here in this little grassy area are going to provide us with plenty of Incinerams and Lee's Punks, as they just like to continually spawn them whenever we reload them. Can reload them in multiple of different ways, but we'll just keep going back to the title screen and back. I feel like that's the easiest. We'll try not to kill them immediately so we can get a second sphere throw in there. And that Lee's Punk just started going, blasting off into the distance, I think. I don't see anything else here. Brittle is terrible. We don't want Brittle, but yeah, we take what we get. its experience is probably going to be condensed. Buff my speed run. Oh, dude. So another thing I thought about Teufel is, at least on the first one that I saw, I didn't see you use a Wixen in the fight against Bastigor. I think you totally should, right? So Wixen would give you the fire damage to your attacks. And, oh, I'm already caught all of them. And fire damage to your attacks would mean that the Bastigor would be taking increased damage from you. So I think it's definitely worth considering taking a Wixen with you to at least buff your own attack damage. Something else to think about. Apparently I can't hit. Okay, we're back. We're gonna go ahead and run around. Another lease point. We don't need it. We ran back to them? Huh. I didn't think I did. Whoops. Go ahead and... Do I want to go down? We already have... Part of me thinks no. I think no. I think we get ourselves better spheres before we go out there. And apparently I can't click correctly. Yeah, the dire hell. That was a terrible launch. We're gonna wanna get a better launch so that we can get back over to the base much easier. Go ahead and collect this Lipmonk effigy anyway. Very cool. Wait, am I at the... I am at the King Paka. King Paka, we won't really be able to catch you, so we're not going to bother for that just yet. Flare Arrow and the other low cooldown one. Yeah. That's definitely another option, is making sure that you've got some set on fire potential. It wouldn't be... Like, I don't think it would be that much damage because player damage you've modified tremendously. But it would be more than a little bit. It'd be more than 0. That's for sure. Pal out to death. Try to get at least one burn. Yeah, I'd be curious if it'd be a really quick death though, because... You have the enemy pal damage at 0.1. Even though you have the 5 times multiple on them, it might not be an instant death if you have a Wixen that's not like a level 20. You know? So, it's potentially got a chance. Flare arrow, spammy, don't like percent health. Try to get at least one burn. I think it's 0.6% HP per second when you burn. It's something like that, that's for sure. Okay, we've got more berries that you guys can eat. Very nice. Okay, as for our stuff, we're looking okay. I want to go ahead and put away stuff that I don't need and or want. What did we... Cloth outfit schematic? When did we get that? I don't know, but these is no longer needed. Okay, the rest is somewhat needed. We'll go ahead and put those away for right now. Can put that away. Don't really care. Put these away. Don't really need them. Everything else I think we keep with us. Would multiple Wixens count? Or would one be one Wixen and the rest Godfins, ideally? Yeah. Exactly. One Wixen, it has to be out to change your damage to fire. And then the rest would be Godfins if you were trying to maximize your damage. Exactly. Okay, that should be more than enough to get ourselves... what we need. Let's go ahead and plan for right there. I think that's the direction we need to go. Let me double check with the map. It's been a little bit. That looks right to me. We need the direction we want to go. Another supply drop. Where's that our first supply drop? There we go. Maz Arena. Alright, there we go. More pals caught. More pals obtained. A Dazzy is in here. I don't know if I trust this with the Grenadier being right there. All these other guys. Ah, we should be fine. See if we can't get more. We're gonna go ahead and just move away from this base. Exactly what I wanted right there. I absolutely hate how bad air cannon and power shot are against Fan Wing. Oh, of course I killed it. Yeah, that makes sense. I had already shot it with poison. I can be better than that. Oh my gosh, we didn't get that. I am so terrible. I am so terrible. Why? I don't think I even needed to do that, to be honest with you. Or Ragnarok mounted. Yeah, Ragnarok technically is even more damage, but you would have to be able to catch the Ragn. I guess if you used a supply drop, you could pretty easily catch one. Go ahead and make sure we have all these pals here. Left Monk effigy should be... Is it? Yeah. Chose Goffin over Wixen because I don't know how much damage one Wixen buffs. So one Wixen would be a 50% increase because you would have type advantage. At least it should be 50% on top of the damage that you're going to do. Okay, 10% of your stat is effective minimum 10% boost.
Yeah.
Where did that meteor drop, by the way? Up there. Interesting. Well, I kind of want to go ahead and grab an Azarobi. I think we should be fine. Our level's fairly high. We can use Linares here. And just stay back and let Linares do the bulk of the work. As one does, you know, you let your pals do the work. That's a super far out Azarobi, which is really annoying, but we'll just deal with it for a little bit. Oh, I should have just waited. Food does have some attack power, yes. There's been some attack boosting food since the beginning, as far as I know. There were not many, but there's the omelet and the Ike the Deer Loco Moco. One more good attack and that's exactly what I wanted, Linares. Oop, I wanted to use a Mega Sphere there. That's alright. How goes the hardcore? Sharp, the hardcore is going really well. I'm really happy with it. Seeing as we can't teleport anywhere, it is much more challenging to get around, and I'm moving much slower. Plus, it's kind of nice. It's letting me kind of just chill a little bit, take my time a lot more, not worry about it, not stress, and interact a little bit more to some extent. But obviously, there's fights like against the Azerobi and stuff where I need to still make sure we're all safe and not killing ourselves. The Mozzarella Burger is, of course, very, very good for the 20% attack boost. However, for the speedrun, good luck getting everything you need for the Mozzarella Burger because you need flour. And so you're going to be getting yourself flour. I believe it's tomatoes and eggs. And is there... maybe not eggs. Flour, tomato, and the mozzarella meat. I could have sworn there was one more, but maybe I'm forgetting. All right, you know what? Let's go ahead and just say you attack aggressively. Attack that Van one, would you? Thank you. These guys are just being a little too annoying to try and catch on my own. Oh my gosh, that went through its tail? I am so bad. Caught up the Vaz recently. Seems most chill with some interesting concepts to focus on this run. Yeah, you know, as a guy that does quite a bit of speedrunning in this game, it's kind of nice to just chill and have a much more relaxed run. I'm really enjoying it and learning new concepts and just like trying to figure new things out. Like, man, farming caves for coal? Never thought I would do that. It's been pretty interesting. Go ahead and grab some more palladium. Don't need more daydreams, so we'll just make sure we don't. Go ahead and let's just go finish this cave out. See what we get. Maybe we'll get a item at the end this time. That would be much nicer than no item at the end. 25% food buff from something. Yeah, there's at least the mozzarella burger. What would be the other thing? If you got it from a... oh no, not the mozzarella burger. That's 20%, right? So you would have gotten it from a Mammarist curry, maybe? I'm thinking it would be Mammarist curry is what you ended up getting. Milk, that's what I forgot. Thank you, Sharp. I felt like there was at least one more thing in there that I couldn't quite remember. Oh, yep, Palworld Raid's already got it covered. Nice. I should have known. He is the expert in the late game. I defer all late game conversations to him. The master of raids in late game and everything you might need to know. But for this run, we're just, we're chilling. We're still trying to go fast, but not like we were on any other run that we've had. Oh. Go ahead and just grab these guys. Hopefully grab these guys. And that fuddler's gone. Wait, what? Did that not ding twice? Or is... and that Mao is gone. Oh, that's lovely. Thanks, game. A Dig Toys? Whoa, that's huge! We go ahead and send out Linares and say attack aggressively. You go, girl. Yeah, not the electric attack, though. Okay, so this will be our first 3-star pal. That's really exciting. I guess we can continue to add 6 damage a shot here, or 3, depending. It's better than nothing, I suppose. So this is really nice. The dig toys will be a nice miner for us on the bases. Just constantly getting little chip damages in. I'd like to be further away so that when he does this, he could potentially not get shredded. Oh, I don't know if that counted him as being frozen. That would have been really big to get him in on that. That's alright. We caught him anyway. Of course it has to be clumsy. The game gave us a gift, but it couldn't give us too nice of a gift. Right? Let's go ahead and get rid of the 1 electric organ. I don't think that will matter. Let's go ahead and get rid of the ore. I kind of want it, but I kind of don't care as well. The training manuals we're going to go ahead and use on the chosen one. Pelt armor schematic we'll go ahead and just grab. Put it back down for a second as they've got more training manuals. The chosen one gets more experience. Ancient tech manual we don't really care about, but we're going to grab anyway. And we're done with this cave. Are we allowed to post YouTube links in here? Just uploaded a short 1-minute vid to show off some Hengi tech that I haven't seen posted anywhere else. I was hoping you might check it out for yourself and see if it's interesting enough. I am not opposed to posting in here. I have no idea if there's anything in YouTube's like you can or can't do it. So if you would like to, go ahead. Feel free, as long as it's not anything too egregious, you know. No negative postings of things. I forgot we have our pals set to randomly attack. Let's do this before we kill ourselves. We would like to not kill ourselves. So yeah, Sharp, I'd say go ahead. I am not opposed. Can I get the soul? Nice. Cognitos. I do need you, but I don't need you. I guess we'll go ahead and catch a couple. The level 18s are about as high as you can get over here too, which is unfortunate. A loot moon, level 17, we might as well, right? We're here. Oh, I think that's the other thing is I'm kind of figuring out, hey, I'm at a place, I might as well grab what I need while I'm here. Can I not switch my weapon? Interesting. I thought you could switch your weapons in the water. Of course, we get the wall glitch. Feels bad, man. You're interested? Fantastic. Yeah, you never know. There's a lot of times where non-speedrunners find stuff. There's not too many speedrunners that are really speedrunning the game right now either, so plenty of things the community could learn from with just anybody's tech, any things that you've put in. Just wanted to ask for courtesy. Hey, I appreciate that. You know, you never know. At some point in the future, I might have to say you guys can't post stuff in here for one reason or another. Hopefully that won't be the case, but you know, gotta keep aware of everything. Ooh, we still dodged that. That was nice. Look at that, big numbers. We're doing like 6 to 9 damage now compared to the Dig Toys' 3 to 6. We are so strong, guys. The strongest. No one's ever seen a stronger Palworld than before. Oop. Oh, he came to me because of that? Oh, that sucks. I didn't know he did that. I'm not gonna lie, I had no clue. Whew, that's scary. I pulled back the Lunaris and then he decided to change his attack instantly to me. Oh. That was not nice. Not nice at all. Shouldn't need this. Go ahead and get rid of it. We want the pressed entrails and ingots. I think it's more like some creator might not like having their own YouTube link. Yeah, I don't care. Go for it. I at least don't think that I deserve any like what would be the correct term? Clout, maybe. This is we're just playing, you know. Maybe if I had massive amounts of subscribers or something, and like we were streaming in front of thousands of people, yeah, you know, you gotta be careful with all that stuff. You never know what people are linking. You never know what's in chat when you're playing a game unless you click on it yourself. So you might have to be a little bit more careful. But for me, yeah, go for it. I'm more than happy to see what you got. I'm gonna probably check out Palworld content after I'm done streaming anyway. You're not the creator? Palworld raids? But if I was? No, just kidding. Pocket size. I don't know if I've really seen you before. If I have, I'm sorry, but welcome in. Regardless, happy that you're here. Hopefully you're having a nice time, a good night. And, yeah, I'm excited you're here. Sorry if I've forgotten you. I don't think I have, but I am getting old, you know. I'm not in my 20s anymore, so maybe my memory's going. I forgot that it's hot here. And I have nothing to climb the cliff. That's fine. You are new. Welcome. Glad that you could stop by. I didn't realize Palworld raids that you were egging him on. That's funny. That's so funny. Thought I could get the headshot there. It's alright. We'll live. A quick tap of the poison bow to get ourselves a little bit more capture chance. Okay, we should have everything. We've got a cold and a heat, so we don't need that anymore. Go ahead and reset our graphics. It's alright, we're gonna go ahead and grab this Gamoss anyway. Free stuff, right? You can't turn down free stuff. You're like 20 minutes ahead when you killed Victor in your new PB, so early game win. Hey, that's sweet. That's, you can only get so many huge improvements like that over the course of a run. And then the rest of it is just sadness and despair that you're not as good as you once were, or you're gonna just have to reset and do another run. Let's check what's in here. I didn't even think about it for a second, but do we have any? It's a flambeau, we don't care. Raindrix Stew. I thought that was a 20% boost, but maybe I'm wrong. I could definitely be wrong. I've been wrong many a time. Make sure we've got food for everyone. Okay, I always focus on the squeeze first because they are really annoying. And I would like to not get killed by a bunch of little tiny pokes to death. Which is what squeeze tend to do to me. Oh. So room for improvement after you lost like 2-3 minutes to early game Predator. I totally understand that. I mean, those time losses I think are kind of unavoidable to some extent. I guess we're just gonna climb up this cliff. And drop it, pick it back up, and let's go. Starting to head back home once again. The long journey home. Let's go ahead and go from here. Don't have any dog coins yet. Yeah, we're fine. Let's see. Just ate it. Check your run sometime. To see what gave you the boost. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I didn't see the link either. You did? Uh-oh. Well, I didn't see a link. I don't know if there's just like an auto stop from links happening or something. Oh, we don't need those at all. We can't get there. Oh my gosh. Alright, we'll just do this. Oh my gosh. Worst grapple movement ever. More relaxers, as we don't need them right now. The dinosaur I might want. Already have all of them. Alright, cool. I forgot there's a messenger of love here. Emotes, wave.
Hey!
Some pal spheres. Sure, whatever. I'll take it. It only took a second. Live chat. Let me see if I can like find all of them. I'm still not seeing it, I don't think. If you sent something, try sending it again, would you please? And then we can potentially get a look together. Actually, I bet you I don't have all my rush ores. Oh, almost though. Cool. Didn't even show for you either? Oh no. Oh no. Well, tell you what, tell us what we should try to look up. And that will get us directions over to your video, and then hopefully we can check it out.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I guess you'll have to describe what happened, and maybe I can try and recreate it here. I guess. We don't want the flak, we want those spikes. Thank you.
Yeah.
We got all of them now. Let's see. I think I know where I'm at. We're gonna go... Yes, exactly. Thought I was gonna see my beam of light in the sky. Oh, there it is. Mark it. Ignore it. My links work. Hello, what did I miss? You have not missed too much. We're just leveling up. We went on a little excursion to go get an Azarobi, as well as some money from, well, I guess we also caught some sweepas and swees. So we did that. We also caught another Gamos Alpha so that we could potentially get more money and things like that. So lots of little things, but nothing too crazy. We did have one pretty dangerous moment where I accidentally left my pals on attack, and we went up to a Black Marketeer, and he started shooting at us because we attacked the Black Marketeer. That was foolish and unwise. Yeah, I also don't see any Link's Teufel. So I'm not sure if they just don't show up in live chats. Maybe I need to like enable them or something. I don't know. Interesting. Yeah, I have my all chat set now, and I don't see that. I don't see your link. No. Yeah. I'm wondering what YouTube is doing. I think it's keeping you from taking over. It's weird. I'm gonna go ahead and take like half that back with us. I think we take those with us. Got quite a few. How's our berries over here? That's what I thought. We are just gonna keep putting in. Did I pick? Yeah, there they are. Got our cooked berries back. So they're blocked. We don't need pocket-sized police then. Man, I was getting ready to have a pal get ready to always be forced into stopping you guys from doing this, but here I am not needing to do that, I guess. Well, that was like the worst launch I've done in a long time. Hey, there we go. I can see that, Sharp. I see the wash portion of your link now. Don't fall for a Nigerian prince scam. Don't worry. I wouldn't fall for one of those. Now, my girlfriend over in Indonesia, she does need money a lot. I don't know why she does, but I like buying her stuff, you know. I think it's nice of me to do stuff like that for her when she's needing a little bit of money. It just feels good to help somebody in need out. Okay, let's not make the spheres here. We want to go ahead and upgrade our capture power. We should be able to get another one. Let's wait. If this already has the Remarkable Craftsman on it. We pulled an Eternal Engine mutation on our what? No, what? That's a remarkable. No way, did that just happen, dude? Wow. Wow. You. Oh my gosh, send you money, please. I can. Oh my gosh, I never would have expected this. Okay, actually, we're just gonna go by element. I don't think I have another cryo links. I'm pretty sure I just have the muscle head. So let's go and buy that now. So we're gonna get ourselves ready for that. Eternal Engine is 75% stamina. Yeah, it's wild. Let's go ahead and buy another Killamari. We should have at least one more before we are max level on that. Let's see if we can't just pull. Oh, I didn't look at what. I need to look at what gender that Robin Quill was. I think it was male, but boy, do I not remember. all about timing and tempo. Okay, I have seen someone post that on Reddit, and I've not really needed to use that really, but it is a great move. And I haven't quite tried to do it yet, just as I've not... I just guess I haven't tried it yet. We can give it a go here pretty soon. And then, let's see. I wanted to check the gender on Robin Quill. Male. Alright, we need a female. Just like my Indonesian woman. I don't know how I picked Indonesian, but I did. Oh dear. Actually, let's grab the metal armor. Just because I know I want to upgrade the base more still, but... Pretty sure I did not grab anything else here. We want a female Cryolinx. Activate Glido spacebar. Yeah, I do the same thing. I'm pretty sure it works with, like, as long as you inactivate your glide and then reactivate it with the throw PAL button. So it's the throw PAL button and then the glide. I think it should work. Mao good for anything. Started and hatched it. It can be used in a handful of different breeding combinations. As for... like, is it a great pal? I don't think so, but some people like it, I guess. I would say no. I think Mao is one of the worst pals in the game. Its ranching ability is absolutely terrible. It has no other ability for the base other than being cute and friendly, which that is not what I'm about in this game. I'm about working them to death. I mean, being a good friend and watching them work hard and succeed in life. Yeah, that's what I meant. We should still have enough money for our Cryolinks. If we don't, we burn / sell some guys. We should be good to go there. Henyu should still give height. It just will not look like a ton. I thought. I might be wrong on that. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and hang this guy one more time since we're starting to run out of money. I didn't make a bomb so bad. Just to make sure we're not gonna attack any black markets here on accident. Ah, look at that extra damage from that. Do we buy the Patalia? I'm really tempted. That'll be some decent experience as well. And then we can put it in another base. Yeah, why not? We've got all our Patalias, I guess, now. He's getting, like, a jump out of it. I'm not getting a jump at all. I'm waiting, like, a second. You know, there's, like, a specific timing to it, and I'm not entirely sure how it works. Hey, K-Mac, welcome in. You know, I just realized you were a new chatter. I don't remember you from before, but I answered your question about the Mao earlier, and very cool. Ragnarhawk is one of my favorites. I think Ragnarhawk is one of the better pals in the game. I think that's awesome. Now, I would also say you don't have to spoil yourself with the best things in the game in this, especially if it's your first playthrough. I have a lot of fun just going around and learning new things about the game. So, like this one in particular, I am learning how to play without teleports, which is something I've never done before, and I'm finding it tons of fun. And I'm not looking up anything on how to do it. I guess I do kind of have a chat here giving me some extra backseat gaming advice, but otherwise, yeah, Ragnarhawk is pretty sick. And cake, Ragnarok will help you make more cakes too. So lots going for you right there. An inch extra height of extra height. Cool. I'm pretty sure, Sharp, that it works anyway. But there might be more to it than meets the eye. Or could be. There's always something. Yeah, we'll buy the Lunaris, but that means we're hanging them again. Want to make sure we have enough money to buy the cryolinks that we see. And we will then use the poison bow again, since we're really not needing any more here. I've been here but haven't found any interesting streamers yet, and I'm trying out yours. Ah, cool. Well, if you stick around, awesome. If you don't, I understand. I hope you find someone that you enjoy. And we were normally going for much quicker playthrough than this, but since we are kind of learning how to play without teleports, this is like a whole new experience for me. So I'm taking it a lot slower than I normally would, and I'm enjoying it quite a bit. That said, I can give you quite a bit of different ideas and advice if you wanted to. I have well over 1,000 hours in the game now. I've speedran this game a couple of different times in different categories. Some with default settings, some with casual settings, some with custom settings. So I'm kind of all over the place, and hopefully it'll be fun. And then highest tier PAL Black Market tier sells is Cryolinks. I believe Cryolinks is the highest tier, yes. And after that, it I don't want to say it goes downhill, but it's definitely not a not impressive like the Cryolinks is. I should put in the Azarobi that we caught. That will be much better for our plants. We can probably skip on Cryolinks now. I don't think we need him in the base anymore. He's slow at working due to Musclehead. Downtrodden doesn't matter. We're still going to put that in the base for both the Kindling and the 3 Lumbering. That should be better than what we've got. And then I just switched out an Eichledeer for that. That should be fine too. Anything else I want to switch out before I go back to reading chat and seeing what's up? I think everything else is okay. I do kind of want to see the alpha. Usually alphas are much easier to jump because they're so big. Oh yeah, that would be better, but unfortunately, oops, we just got a raid right when I took away my attack damage, pal. That's perfect. Perfect. Where is Starhowl? Level 28. There we go. Kind of need you, or actually, we'll just put in. There we go. And now we just make sure we don't die. And look for any pals that might be taking a lot of damage. The Chickapee. Oh my gosh, can we get there in time? Okay, we're doing okay. Anything else that's really getting hurt? Because if our pals die, they're dead for good. Alright, looks like we're okay. Woof. Okay. Okay, let me get caught back up on what you guys were saying now that we're not dead and our pals aren't dead. That's exciting. Sharp, you gotta go. And issue arrives on the other room. Hopefully you'll be back later. Hey, very cool. I'm glad you stopped by, and if I don't see you again, good luck with your issue, and have a great night. Glad you stopped by once again. Teleport, you mean fast travel? Yeah, exactly. So if we look at our base here, normally you can press C for fast travel, and then you can click on the things you've gone. You can even see our other base over here. We can't click. It's grayed out. We can't click on it at all. None of these fast travels are highlighted for us, including the base that we're at. We can't even teleport back to our base. Oof. Crazy. Okay, let's get through And hang you stuff, hang you stuff. And then we said goodbye to Sharp. Heard Dire Howl is really good early to mid game around Pal. Is it true? I'm looking to grow it around fast. Yep, if it's not Ike the Deer, it's Dire Howl. Both of them are great. I am a bigger fan of Dire Howl, and then I know that Teufel is a bigger fan of Ike the Deer. And then, yeah, the leap is what makes it truly faster. So, like, this downhill slope here, just to make an example, when we use their special ability and then we press spacebar, we can move around pretty quickly. So, definitely a possibility. Now, alphas are even faster than non-alphas, so that's something to be aware of. I can use the Dazzy Cloud. I tested that on my additional game where I just turned off teleporting. So we're going to be able to use that. We're finally getting to the point where we can catch and or kill Dazzies, which means that we can finally start getting a few different teleports around the game, which will be very, very exciting. A male Cryolinx. We don't need that. I think we go ahead and hang him one more time. That way we can get more gold and be ready for our Cryolinx. Hopefully be ready for our Cryolinx when it gets to be time. I want this Moraith too. It'll just be easier to have him. So. And then you got to make sure that you move with the dash skill of both the deer and the Dire Howl. So both are necessary to make yourself go fast. Now, if you want the fastest early game movement without doing any true, what might be considered a glitch, craft yourself a grappling gun. So one of these grappling guns by going to your technology tree and going to the grappling gun and unlocking that. I'm going to unlock this while we're here. Place that into the ground, shoot it, and then press your glider before you hit the ground. And if you have a Calamari or a Hangyu, you'll be able to glide basically forever because they have a slight upwards draft and you can use that to your advantage to go great distances. And no, it is not a setting, as was answered by Teufel. Thank you. Go ahead and sort one more time. We are still looking for a female, and then we will be much happier. It will be good to have a female. I meant that in real life, not in the game. And so the question is, Hangyu Calamari or Gale Claw better? So the answer is, it depends. Hangyu has the highest upwards momentum of any of the gliding pals, meaning that if you're grapple gliding, Hangyu can get you up and over places very easily. Calamari has the least of the stamina drain out of those three pals, so he will allow you to glide the longest, and then he is also a slight upwards boost and a very slow downwards fall. And then Gale Claw is just the straight up fastest of them if you're not grapple gliding. If you're grapple gliding, they are all about the same speed, but Gale Claw goes down the fastest. So it is truly a it depends situation, and you have to make your decision based on what you want and or do. So that's where those are all at. Hopefully that answers your question to its fullest. I know it's maybe more of an answer than you needed, but maybe it's not. Maybe that's exactly the answer you needed, and now you know what choice to make. This one. Don't need the heat-resistant pelt armor anymore. I'm going to go ahead and put this guy in. He spawned there. Of course he did. Take him back out. Put him back in. Dude, just let me sell stuff to you. Gonna try and get a sub 1 now. Gonna lurk. Awesome, Teufel. Best of luck to you. I'll potentially come join you at some point. Maybe not on that run, but I'll probably try to catch some of your stream at some point. I do enjoy watching your streams. They're fun. So, very, very cool. So it just depends. Yeah, so do you want to go the farthest? Do you want to go the far and high? Or do you want to go the fastest without grappling? So, like, if I was just to use Killamari, this is how fast he goes around in the base. Not particularly fast, but he does keep in the air for basically forever. And you can keep making him go in the air by canceling and restarting his gliding ability. So he will allow you to glide as long as you cat stamina. And it is your stamina, the player stamina, not the PAL stamina. So whatever the passives are on it, if it says infinite stamina, eternal engine, doesn't matter. It's your stamina. So what you put into your stamina bar is how many points you will have to be able to glide for. As for the Gale Claw is way faster than that. But once you use the grappling hook, they're all on even footing in terms of speed, as the grappling hook is faster than a maxed out Gale Claw even. At least I'm pretty sure it is. If it's not, then that's something I'm pretty sure it is. But he still has that downward momentum and a pretty strong stamina drain. So all things are worth considering for what you want to do. Gale Claw is an incredible base pal and an incredible pal for combat, because like you'll want to fight enemies like tower bosses and stuff like that, and having a Gale Claw to get around is super useful. So Gale Claw is great for that as well, so it's well worth mentioning that Gale Claw is just a solid pal. The favorite of many. Do I buy that Mount Chris? I don't think I do. I think I buy the Vixie, though. It's so cheap. Serenity, potentially used to breed on something.
Yeah.
At this point, we're going to look around, see if we can't catch ourselves some more nighttime pals. Apparently, I can't hit with the large hitbox of our new alpha pal here. I'm trying to decide if I want to use them or not. We've already leveled up the other pal quite a bit. That said, the alpha will have a faster dash around and potentially more damage as well. Okay, make sure we don't despawn the Black Marketeer, as we want to keep getting all of that. Get the money, keep everything going. Yeah, Gale Claw is also fantastic for the oil rig. Now, I will also say I like using a Hangyu to get over to the oil rig, but I am also terrible at the oil rig, so I don't know if I would trust anything that I say, as it might just be worth having the Gale Claw instead. So, yeah, and Gale Claw can shoot at the same time. I should have mentioned that. That's definitely another big boost to having a Gale Claw. Okay, that should be more than enough money. Let's go ahead and spam for Cryolinks. Another question. How do I keep my pals from getting depressed, having a lack of attention? I feel like I'm doing everything I can and have beds for everyone. So when your pals get depressed, it is because they got low sanity. So sanity is the only thing that will ever matter. It doesn't matter if you like pet them. It doesn't matter if you gave them beds or anything like that. Oh, I shouldn't say it doesn't matter. But the only thing that truly matters is if they have sanity or not. If they don't have sanity, then they're going to like get sick eventually. As it stands, you're probably not doing anything too crazy, but let's look at this base right here. This base right here has all 15 beds and only one hot spring right now, right? Only one hot spring, I think? No, 2 hot springs. 2 hot springs. Realistically, I need another 2, or else there's a chance that some of these pals will start getting sick. As with only 1 hot spring, there's a chance that they will want to take a break, and they will then just take a walk instead. And if they only take a walk, gosh darn it, guys, I wanted that combat. If they just take a walk, they will only restore a little bit of sanity, and they have a chance 80 seconds to do something that will restore sanity, and then they will restore sanity for 80 seconds. Once they are done doing that, they will have a chance to go back to work. If it's above 85 sanity, that's a 100% chance to go back to work. If it's below 85 sanity, I have no idea what the exact number is, but they have a chance to not go back to work. So, there's a chance that your pal didn't take a break below 85 sanity and they drop down below 60 sanity or so. Once they're below 60 sanity, there's a small, I think it's 60 sanity, a very small chance that they could get a disease. Once they're below 40 sanity, they 100% have a chance to get a disease. Not a 100% to be depressed or sick or anything like that. Just that there is a strong chance to start getting diseases below 40% chance. And I can guarantee you at 40 sanity and lower, they can get sick. So it's all about keeping that sanity up with lots of hot springs, having beds to make sure that they're not going to be sick, and then having good food. As others are mentioning, food is a big thing. For right now, I am just adding berries. Cooked berries are fine, but we will say that they are not the best. Cooked berries only restore 1 sanity and allow your pals to work for a little bit of time. What you really want to do is work into getting into something like pancakes or jam-filled buns, which will require some wheat. All of that will help you out in terms of getting sanity from the food every time that they eat. Uncooked berries restores no sanity, so they won't get anything when they are eating. So you have to make sure that you're trying to cook the food that they're eating. Anything cooked is better than anything uncooked. But that is not the end-all be-all. I will just say that as long as you have enough hot springs, you should be able to do it. But if you don't have like good food, you're gonna want like, I want to say at least 1 high-quality hot spring per 3 pals. So if you have a 15 pal base, you're gonna want to have 5 high-quality hot springs if you're not upgrading your food at all. That's gonna be my guess. Fix my inventory? What about my inventory? Did I do something wrong? You don't like my inventory, Rafik? How close am I on saying that, by the way, Rafik? Architect 9, thank you for helping answer that. Look at that. That's a perfectly great inventory. I can sort it and keep all that food good. We've got some stuff in there that we don't need, but maybe we'll want, you know, who knows? Still, none of that is a cryolinks. From the base, too much to maintain. And then I will mention, there was at some point a potential, like, if you were away from the base, there's a chance there's a bug with it right now, because they just fixed it so that the base is now, once again, taking as much food as when you're away from the base is at the base. And for a long time they made it so that when you're away from a base or have an unrendered base, it was like 1/10 of food was consumed and 1/10 of sanity was used. So there could be a bug in there as well. Yeah, Zingkong, berry is a tough one. Cooked berries with only 1 sanity is not particularly great. I'm gonna go ahead and buy this next. Then let's see, breed the cryolinks. I could do that, but we still have a chance at it being not a male or female, and our cake is pretty poor. It's messy. Oh, don't you love it? It's fantastic. We will be making more chests here shortly, but we're not quite ready for it just yet. Yes, there is a sort button, and the sort button has, since the beginning of the game, also refreshed all the timers on food. So you can look at my food in my inventory. We'll do this real fast. We'll make Rafik look at it one more time, and maybe he'll cry himself to sleep. I don't know. I'm sorry, Rafik. I didn't mean it. But you can see the cycle of the deer venison is at 8 minutes and 40 some seconds. If we hit the sort button, it's now back up to 10 minutes. So you can keep your food from spoiling if you keep it with you. Run your base on salad. That's one of the best foods you can do. Can you show where on the map this NPC is? Of course I can. So we will look exactly for where he is. The easiest way to get to them is to respawn and go to the Eastern Wild Island, which is the top right one on the map, which is this guy right here. And then you just run yourself a little bit west, mostly down hills and towards the large pillar, and you will eventually see him in the cave. And I guess I can tell you exactly what his coordinates are too. Just give me 1 second and I'll do that. So coordinates would be 461 minus 123 or thereabouts. Very, very close to that location. Alright, well, we'll try just a little bit more to to get ourselves a female Cryolinx, and if not, maybe we'll try breeding one. Yeah, salad is one of the better foods in the game. I don't necessarily say it's the best food in the game, as some people do, but it is very, very good. Okay, 2 more tries maybe? How to pronounce Irelandir. They took our herbs, or gerbs. Make a Fanglope your mount. Fanglope is also a fantastic mount. I don't typically switch to one, since at the time that I'm ready to switch to one, I will usually be at a Ragnahawk and just use Ragnahawk to fly around. But even then, Fanglope could be very, very worth it. Sometimes I'll switch to a Dazamu, but most of the time I just end up staying on a Dire Howl until I'm ready to switch to a flying mount, which would be the Ragnahawk. We are really not Nocturnal. Yeah, we're buying that. Nothing else I really care from there. Just a little bit more work. I don't know, I think I pronounced Eiktherdir pretty well. It's probably completely wrong, but hey, you know what? I'll live. Another Foxbark's Crest. We take those because normally they're high level. At least I've never seen low level ones. Maybe I've just missed them. Oops. We only want our world. In our house. Nightwing is very garbage. Yeah, Nightwing is not the best pal. At least I can't say so. I might take that just for the infinite stamina. It's so cheap, infinite stamina. Yeah, let's go ahead. Potentially breed that onto something. We did get the Eternal Engine, which is huge. That's a ton of stamina, but we'll see. We might want to try and breed something with the Malchrist anyway. But yeah, Nightwing is incredibly slow. I try not to use Nightwing ever anymore. We're getting a lot of experience by getting these pals, which is nice, but maybe not the most enjoyable content. You guys like watching a guy not risk the hardcore at all? Can Marketeer pals have rainbow passives? I do not know. I have never seen one. I would be surprised if they couldn't, though. It's just that it would be rare because rainbow passives are rare. I don't want to spend the money for another Nocturnal pal, so I don't think I will. Don't think I need to spend the money on another Tombat as well. You're from India? Awesome. Awesome, Rafiq. And, I appreciate you saying that. Love my style, but not my inventory. I understand. I don't love my inventory either, but it is what it is for right now. We're gonna go ahead and buy that Dazzy. We're not gonna get any Dazzy Clouds from it, but the Serenity is really, really nice. Quivern? Yeah, I think Quivern is great. One, Quivern is a very strong breeding potential pal. So you can breed a lot of pals with Quivern to make other pals that are highly useful. Quivern itself is a rather tanky pal and a very strong pal, as he's a dragon type, and there's a lot of Nocturnal pals in the game. So a lot of potential with Quivern. Plus, he just looks super cool. So yeah, a lot of people have a lot of opinions on Quivern. I like him. I like Quivern a lot. You're from Taiwan. Awesome. Awesome, Sing Kong. From Taiwan. People around the world. That's so cool. You know, I sometimes look at my my where people are from on YouTube, and I see stuff like that, and that is So cool. America. Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, America here too. That's why I feel like I'm pretty good at this game. There's a lot of guns here and, you know, American. Is Nocturnal a better overall benefit than something like Sirius? Exactly. Exactly. If you sleep, no. You definitely want Sirius. If you don't sleep, it's somewhat close, but not necessarily. Because, like, there's going to be times that you're not going to get to the bed right away, probably. So, definitely worth considering keeping Nocturnal just to have, but Sirius should be better overall for you. Dang, lots of Foxbox Crest. Have we caught them all yet? There we go. That was the last one. Nothing else I want to get. How much money did we have? 26,000? We should have enough, but you know what? Yeah. We go one more. We go one more. Why is Dragon strong versus Dark doesn't make sense? I think because of Toothless from How to Train Your Dragon was just always found at nighttime. I think he just knows how to fight at nighttime. That's why dragons are better against Dark. Love firearms and Pokemon. Yeah, Pokemon and guns, man. It's great. Great content. Especially if you get to use the guns yourselves. Does killing him give gold? Yes. Yes, a lot of gold. A lot more if you're not playing on hard settings, too. I'm going to go ahead and hang him one more time. As we have depleted our gold reserves a little bit more than I wanted to. And we can shoot him. See if he's selling a Cryolinks this time. He's not. A Nox! We love Noxes. We're at 11 Noxes? Dang. We pumped Noxes, man. That's so cool. There's no gun here. That's why you're bad. Yeah, that's okay. You don't have to be good at Palworld, as long as you can enjoy it. If you can enjoy it, then it doesn't matter if good or bad. Just have fun. And then what I did right there is, like, if you have items in your chest, you can press the quick stack button, which for me is R, and then all of my Ancient Civilization parts go straight into the inventory. So definitely worth doing. Cringe? Oh no. Well, I am a cringe person, so what can I say? Nothing surprising. I learned nothing new today. I've been cringe my whole life. Never been ashamed of it, just always been cringe. Yeah, you guys have plenty of berries. So, you can see right here, none of them are sick yet. Let's check our pals if they're low on sanity. So they're all staying up pretty high on sanity, which is good. Is Nox good? Haven't really checked anything out, any of your pals. So Nox is two things. One, Nox is incredibly rare to find because he's only out at nighttime and he's a rare nighttime pal. So you're already going to be pressed to find him. So that's why I'm happy to buy him, because one, he's cheap from this guy, and two, he's really rare at nighttime. Second, Nox is a pretty solid pal as he gives you dark type damage to your attacks while he's out with you. So you can use him to buff up your own damage by doing dark damage. So if you were going around hunting neutral pals, you would do a lot more damage with a Nox out than if you didn't have a Nox out. Jolt Hog Crist is another great one to buy because you can never find Jolt Hog Crists in... Well, I shouldn't say never. Jolt Hog Crists are very rare to find in the wild, so that's why we bought that one. But Nox is actually pretty solid. Now, Jolt Hog Crist has the benefit of being super cute, as well as Nox. So if you just like them for the cuteness factor, there's also that benefit. Found one while wandering around? Yeah, they're not impossible to find by any means, but consider yourself lucky. They're pretty rare. Pretty rare nocturnal pals. So, awesome. Glad you were able to find one. Let's go ahead and make an extra storage bin. I think we go ahead and splurge a little bit, make ourselves a nice large chest. And this will help us clear out our inventory as we prepare to continue on. We don't need any of these. We don't need that. We can sort. We probably don't need the axe anymore, to be honest with you. Hopefully we don't. We can put this ammo away. We should be good there. We've got a cold-resistant pelt, but not a cold-resistant metal. Let's go ahead and make that. Oh, I got rid of the other one. Oh, an improved furnace. We can do that. I think we got the level for that just recently. Like, yeah, today, but a little bit longer ago than I was thinking. Okay, get all the things that we need to continue leveling up. We will probably go for a rifle at some point. Maybe not right now, but maybe, probably. The Nox description is really dark. Yes, it is. I'm pretty sure I remember what it is. And yes, the Nox description is very dark. Let's double check. Let's see if I remember. P for party. Oh, I was going to go P for party, but we really wanted to go to Palpedia. Nox. If you leave Nox hair in your bedding, you should leave it where it lays and leave immediately. Picking it up is a one-way ticket to a never-ending night. Aww. Now, if you want a truly terrifying one, hang you. Its gigantic arms can rip apart even iron. As a particularly cruel form of execution, serious criminals would be strung up in a public square, and to hang you would tear the skin right from their bones. Best pal right there, right? Best pal. Oh, did I not hit him? I think you're right. I don't think I did. Oh, too bad I was enjoying reading content. We'll live. Rats. Rats. Bad streamer, doesn't know how to play. At this point, I really should have just bred a cryolinx, but we're still struggling with cakes because we only have level 2 kindling pals. I would like to make that much better here very soon, but we are where we're at. Alright, that's a much quicker burn, kill, whatever. Cryolinx, female, hydromaniac, I think we say yes. We just barely had enough. We buy the Nox as well. That's all of our Noxes, I think. Let's find a pal. We can go ahead and get rid of some, if not a lot of. That should... Artisan, actually, we're going to keep. Fine, we'll just get rid of. Well, they're also cheap. We should have some relatively expensive pals in here. Maybe. Oh, yeah. There we go. Go ahead and just sell all of our Caprides, apparently, because none of them are good. One without any traits. Keep that. And then... That's terrible. Other ones are whatever. This is a female, so we keep a male. Sell. Yes. Go ahead and buy this Lunaris. There we go. Did you go to Fisherman Point for Reptiro? I have not gone to Fisherman Point for Reptiro. In part because we can't teleport, and since we can't teleport, we're struggling to get around the map. And to get down there and back would just be a trek. We just haven't made it yet. Alright, K-Mac, have a great night. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate you coming in, and you dropping a sub. That's awesome. Thank you so much. Really, really appreciate it. And, hope to see you again tomorrow. Same time tomorrow, 6 p.m. is when I like to stream. It is Friday, so I am actually thinking I'm going to start the stream early because I will be hanging out with a friend for the rest of the night, and then I'm busy Saturday as well. So I'll try to stream early on Saturday, but I don't make any promises as of right now. Now, I could make myself a makeshift handgun. That'd save us a lot of money. I don't think I need it. But thank you. And, honestly, I'm tempted to keep... Oh, I meant that that's what it was. Alright, we're gonna hang him one more time since I didn't start the breeding process. We're gonna start the breeding process of the Cryolinx and the Robin Quill here in just a second, and that should get us going nicely for an Anubis. And make sure I'm not an idiot. Cryolinks, Robin Quill, Anubis. Perfect. Perfect. Hey, and no sweat if you don't make it. I won't be upset. I understand. We all get busy, or maybe you just don't want to stop by again. It wouldn't hurt my feelings none. I am just happy you stopped by today. So, thank you very much. Did I catch all the... I don't think I've got all the Jolt Hogs yet. Now we're at 10. Very nice. Okay, let's start our Robin Quill and Cryolinks breeding. So that we can get an Anubis. Or 3. With Remarkable Craftsman. Alright, there is our Robin Quill. Find our Cryolinks. Awesome. Are they even the same? Are they both Pyromaniacs? Did I see that right? Oh, one's Hydromaniac and one's Pyromaniac. Interesting. Interesting. That's fine. But Eternal Engine, Remarkable Craftsman, Anubis would be so sick. Would be very, very cool. Let's go ahead and help finish up this cake as that Black Marketeer finishes burning. And get ourselves ready to go on another adventure. We're missing milk. Let's go ahead and buy a little bit milk. Actually, yeah, let's go ahead and buy some. But we should have the ability to put in a... Yes, we do. We have a Mazzarina. I think switching it out for a Chicopee would be well worth it. While we wait, we want them to be able to eat a little bit better than what they're eating. We don't want to use those, though. Let's go ahead and just say a bunch of berries. And go from there. Let's say... Not the Slacker Wixen. The Downtrodden dude can come with us. Downtrodden. Oh, we've got a Bushi helping make everything. Bushi would be another interesting pal to have as, while in the party, melee attacks do more damage. But he already has his skill, so maybe that's still a little too much. Okay. I would like to make a handful of hyperspheres so that we can try to go catch a Ragnarok when we go down to Fisherman's Point. Part of the reason I didn't go down there is I was considering just catching the Ragnarhawks while we were down there, and that would make it much easier than anything else. In my opinion, what's like the best way for schematics level 45 plus? I personally like caving. I think going into caves gives some decent experience from the boss kills at the end, as well as the chances for schematics. But, I mean, schematics themselves, you can get from specific pals. So, in my 26-hour speedrun for default casual all pals, I was farming Blazamut a lot, or Blastagon, as we lovingly named it because I couldn't remember its name and kept calling it Astagon. I don't ask why. It was, you know, like 16 hours in. I guess my brain just wasn't working. So... Trying to catch a Blazamut and then butchering it gives you 2 chances at getting the schematic. And you can do that every day-night cycle with any alpha pal. So if you... any alpha pal that's on the world map. So a pal like Catris that's instanced, you can't do that. You'll have to actually wait the hour for them to be done. But for every other pal, you can get in there and try to get them every hour or so. Or sorry, every half hour or so, unless you change your world settings. And then, yeah, catch, capture, and then butcher. So those are your activities for that particular set right there. I think we're just going to go ahead and reset the Black Marketeer here by going far enough away. This should work, and it'll be fine. New Swordsman pal. 700% damage with melee weapons. That'd be so sick. I just love the distance that alphas can get when you use them. Oh, alpha Direhouse, I should say. Cool. Spawn them back in. Don't really have any pals around here I need anymore, but I think getting the experience from this is worth it. Or experience, the gold from it is worth it. Just go ahead and do this. Alright. And then I can read some more comments here. Can be... Oh, the Tree Sentinel. That would be super interesting. Could you imagine it having like 2 swords for arms, 2 wooden swords? And like that would be your guy right there. It's just like a Tree Sentinel, kind of like Groot, but with wooden swords for arms. It could be a 4-star lumbering paladin and just be good for cutting down trees. Don't understand the point of caving, just level up and get multi-guided and rocket. Oh yeah, you can do that too. Ooh, good call. You guys are on top of things. Look at that. I did hit him, right? What? There we go. Now he's extra dying. You guys are helping the streamer out. You guys are too kind. I appreciate that. It's weird to call myself a streamer still. Oh, look at that. 10 seconds until all of these expire? Nah, 10 minutes. 10 minutes until they all expire. Give Bushi some food so he's not sad and depressed at all of that. That's a lot of flour. We've still got time until the Anubis egg. No, the Anubis egg is here. Let's go. Alright, now we only have to wait an hour and 20 minutes. I think. Oh, 2 hours. 2 hours until our Anubis is ready. No time at all, if you ask me. Grass fire type. That would be really interesting. Or even grass water. Do we have grass water? Let's go ahead and cancel that. I want to make a handful more. I don't have any wool here. I've already used all my wool. Alright, let's go use the money we've been getting. Take you out for a second. Buy just a little bit more wool. We need that so that we can continue to get more of our egg incubators. We're going to need more. Alright, I guess go ahead and cancel that. We can now make at least one more cake. Nice. I want to see a water electric pal and a water ground type. Yeah, both would be cool. I feel like the mud is a missed chance for a water ground type, to be honest with you. Let's keep them breeding. We want them to breed soon. Oh, Bronchery. Aqua. How could I forget such a wonderful pal? Huge. Like, 3 watering. The same as an Azarobi, which is much smaller. I'm sorry that I forgot such a fantastic pal. You're right. Only found in a single cave in the entire game. Ooh, I didn't go far enough away. That's unfortunate. You have all the Crozios now? We do. Crozero, you're playing a dangerous game next to my base, man. Go ahead, pick up all our stuff. We should be able to... Yeah, we want to do this. And just send out Bushi for right now. Get kindling going a little bit faster. Cloth? I thought I picked up my cloth. Oh my... Oh, I'm starving. I was like, what? Ah, scary. The mud even learns water moves? Yeah. Yeah, the mud is a missed opportunity, if you ask me. And I was hot. Yep, this is streamer doing good stuff right here. Whew. Thank you. Appreciate that. That makes me think that it's time to unlock the feed bag. Don't have too many points to spare, but I think both of those are well worth it. As well as the Homeward Thundercloud. Okay. That means we should be able to make a handful of things like... Where's the feed bag at? There it is. Don't step on fire. Yeah, definitely don't want to do that. The thing though is that we had a Bushi out, which is making our fire, our heat meter go up by 1. And then we were by those 2 fires, which should both make our heat meter go up by 1 each. So we were burning ourselves pretty good there without anything on. So thank you all for the extra advice. Sometimes it's easy to just be a little negligent, and you can't really do that in this, or you kill yourselves, you know. So awesome. There is Anubis number 2 in another 2 hours. We've got enough for 1 more. And we will hopefully do that very shortly. I like having 4 Anubis, as that is the number of slots you get for the high quality assembly lines, the advanced assembly lines. So hopefully that will be useful. Very cool. Our kindling is already 50% done, which I think is very, very useful for us. I don't normally stick around the base to work, but in this case, I think it might be worthwhile. Go ahead and put that in there for right now. We don't really care too much. Let's go ahead and add in... We don't have enough cloth or anything else. We're going to go ahead and put on our cold resistant once again, as we don't have much in way of resistance. Technology, we don't have anything that we need to unlock / want to unlock. I do want to get the cold resistant metal armor though, before I even do any other repairs or things like that. We are out of cloth because I made it. Let's go ahead and have the combat switch out for a second. I think we just buy a little bit more wool. That should be enough for right now. Go ahead and put the Tombat back in. He can work for us. There we go. Getting everything we need for more egg incubators. Getting everything we need for additional eggs from these cryolinks and robin quills, which are making the Anubis. And we're just getting ourselves ready to go. Nothing too crazy. I do want to potentially get down to Fisherman's Point here pretty soon. I'm going to want to spawn the Black Marketeer back in at least 1 more time in a minute or 2. Since that will make a difference. I do also think we need to catch some more Dark Pals like Tombats. I think we don't have all our Depressos or anything like that. So right as soon as that's done, you can go back in the base now instead of Killamari. That's right. Awesome. Kindling, we'll work on that eventually. We need some ancient manuscript pages, so we should probably start farming for that here pretty soon. See if we can't find ourselves a few pals to catch at nighttime here. We have a lot of them, but not all of them. I think we still have Depressos, Tombats, and maybe even some Hoopkrates to go. Those are Tansies, so we don't really care. I was right, we still have Depressos at the very least. And this should also respawn the Mastery of Fasting. Look at that. And then we have a fantastic leap down. We should be done with Dinosaurs and Caprites. Very nice. Just a little bit of simple farming to get ourselves stronger. We don't want to do anything to potentially kill ourselves just yet. We just need to get ourselves just a smidge stronger, and then we should be good to go out and adventurous. Speedrun is sick. Thank you. Thank you. It's It was definitely an effort, and I'm proud of it. I can't say too many people will ever try that ever again. So, at the very least, I can say I'm a handful of people to ever try something. And, you know, being unique is fun. I like being unique. Feel like everyone is, trying to be unique in some way or another, or trying to be, homogenous in one way or another. It's one way or the other, and I like being unique. Oh, I didn't keep anything here. Of course I didn't. But I really appreciate you saying some nice stuff about that. That's very kind of you. Kill him quickly with the poison. A Nox! We'll go ahead and catch it. Why not? Why not? Or at least try to. We threw a poison arrow at it, so it's got a 3% chance of still dying. We got our Depressos now, just not the Hookrates. Don't want to go too far away, or else we will despawn our traps and stuff. That's my Tombat. I got excited for a second. I saw my own Tombat and was like, I don't think I have all the Tombats. Let's go. Of course it's my Tombat. Nice pretty reflection of the moon off the water, even though I don't see the moon. Just some simple running around. I didn't even bother to change the light dark settings just here. Probably could have. Maybe I should have, but too late now. It's about daybreak. And it is daybreak. Got some lazy pals sleeping in. They're just like me, wanting to sleep in. Got the Tansies over there. Black Marketeer's almost dead. Almost time to go on a nice long little adventure. I think once we get the last bit of egg down, we go. We've got a little bit more time than I thought we would. Let's go ahead and grab... The Bushi is still full up. Let's go ahead and grab the Bushi anyway. I don't know what he... Oh, wait. Is he on... I need to set their work preferences. So let's see. Those two don't matter. That's fine. We're going to go ahead and turn off all this for our bee guard. So that we just get the honey from them. That's good for you. We're actually going to turn off... Actually, we'll leave the Pen King making stuff. What's up, Gohan? How you doing, dude? I'll say dude because you're Gohan. But, if you're not, sorry. What's going on? I say dude to girls, too. I don't understand my own language, man. I just don't get it. Hope your day's going well. I know my day's going very nicely. I'm getting to play Palworld, having a good time. Still got a little bit of whiskey here. I haven't been drinking almost at all. Just every now and again I'll take a sip. It's nice. Been fun. Gohan, do you think Gohan should have been the main character of Dragon Ball Z after the Cell Saga? Or do you think it was a good choice to go back to Goku? I need, these are the important questions. Okay, one thing I said that I wanted to do was make red spheres. I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of that. Do we go ahead and just take that over? Fix armor before adventure? Yeah, I'm trying to potentially just use... what would be the correct word here? I'm trying to upgrade our armor to the metal armor, and I keep getting myself distracted. So let's see. For the metal armor, oh, we need more ice organs? Shoot, so that means we've not done the Pen Kings. Or Pengalette. Does this bee have attack on? I thought I turned that off earlier. I did. Yep, this bee is perfectly okay. It has not got bee quiet on. Thank you for the reminder. I don't think I have any other bees in. Yeah, we're good. So, that's looking okay. This bougie is making cake for me. Nice. Halfway done. Wow. Look at that needle move. It's so quick. It's so slow. And honestly, since I'm gonna potentially go out on an adventure, I think we get rid of Mr. Warthog for right now. Let's save him. Oh. Oh, this would be big. Okay. I don't think we're gonna save our time to get another cake before we go. I was kind of planning on it, but it's looking like it's gonna take forever. So I think we let that cake be our last one for right now. We'll go ahead and favorite this Cryolinks just because. Let's put in the Robin Quill so that he can work quickly for us on gathering. For the most part is what we care about there. And maybe we throw in... Oh, what would be another good pal to have? Maybe another... Wood chopping? Sure, why not? Wood chopping, make sure we're good to go there. Oh, Dig Toys! I forgot we got him! Yes! Goku fan or Saitama? I am a bigger Goku fan than a Saitama fan, but I'm a fan of both. I grew up with all of them, so I can't say I'm definitely one over another, but I definitely am a Goku fan. I can say that much. And, dude, if they made Gohan the main character, that would have been... Oh, it would have been better than it was. Better than it was. Let's see, I think we can actually turn you into a level 1 star. Yeah, look at that. Awesome. So that's going to be our damage pal with us. We need some ribbonies. If any of them have Vanguard or Stronghold Strategist, that would be ideal. If they don't, we'll just take the Infinite Stamina one. And we'll take this Brave Serious Hooligan one. Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. So those guys are going to come with us. We're ready to start some production, I think, on everything here. What I want to do now is just get some of these condensed so that we're a little bit more efficient on expeditions, as we're going to start sending those out. And a runner is the one we've got. The mining foreman is the second best, but one with nothing is better than one with something like that. Hogan is your favorite. Gohan is your favorite character? Yeah, dude. Gohan is so cool. Like, Teen Gohan versus Cell, to this day, I think is the most hyped thing I've ever seen. It is so unbelievably good. So good. I will never, ever get over how much I enjoyed that as a kid, and rewatching it as an adult, I'm still like, this is so cool. Dragon Ball Z is just one of the coolest things of all time. Even if they kept Goku the main character and could have easily switched it to Gohan, still ended up being so sick. Okay. I wouldn't mind switching over to a Hangyu. Do we have any Hangyu that does anything? Doesn't look like it. Do we have any more hangies that we can condense down? Yes, we do. We don't care about the muscle head, I guess. Even though the infinite stamina would be pretty cool. Not necessarily for the character, but just for in general. Vanguard, we'll save that as a just in case. Keep the empty passive guy. That's another PAL condensed down. Do we need any of these condensed down? Goku is your inspiration. Goku should be. Goku deserves to be your inspiration. Goku is fantastic. Gohan, he deserves better. He is one of the coolest characters of all time. He just deserves to be better. Represented even better. Even though he's already represented incredibly. I am just a massive fan of Gohan in general. Vanguard Sheep, go ahead and keep that. We don't need the motivational. Gotenks will forever be my favorite character, fusion or not. Okay, Gotenks, when they first fused and he gets all tired out because he was Fat Gohan, is one of the funniest things I've ever seen. And I don't remember what translation it is, but when Piccolo's like, "Alright, speed test!" and he doesn't even move across the screen. Maybe the funniest thing I'd ever seen up to that time. Probably not, but it is certainly one of the most memorable things I've ever seen at that time in my life. And something I remember to this day. It was so funny. Oh my gosh. I still love Dragon Ball Z. I can't say I love Super, but hey, you know, I can say I love Z. And maybe someday I'll get back to trying to watch Super. I sure hope so. But for right now, I'm sticking with where he's at. I know, but he's goated. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. 100%. I feel like almost every character in Dragon Ball Z is goated. Like, I'll be honest. Like, I wasn't sure about Vegeta for a long time as a kid, but the older I got, the more I was like, dude, he might be the coolest character of all time. Just, Vegeta, like, he got Bulma, right? So he's already winning there. He is the Prince of all Saiyans. Even though his pride is his weakness, he tends to back it up. Like, the dude is a machine. On top of that, he works hard. He is capable of putting in effort. And, Vegeta is a great character. Not the Vanguard. Keep that just in case. All the others are fine. We're almost done condensing. And then we are probably going to go down to Fisherman's Point. Get ourselves... maybe we'll buy ourselves some pals. Actually, how much money do we have? We might not have enough money to do what I want to do. None of those were really necessary. Philanthropist, sure, why not? Actually, yeah, okay. Philanthropist, we don't need those. Diet Lover, we don't need that. T-Fin, we'll go ahead and... Sure, it's whatever. I'm not too worried about it. I don't think I'm gonna need anything from you guys. Work Slave, Depresso, that's gonna stay. We should have a really strong Depresso too, right? A Mastery of Fasting Depresso. I thought I had another one besides that, to be honest with you. Hopefully I'm not wrong about that, but okay, cool. Need to save that Depresso. How much money do we have? 40,000? Let's kill him one more time. It will be worth making sure we get him down one additional time. Oh, if we had had that out the whole time, I think we would have done even better. Okay, so save you. Then we want to grab ourselves the Ribbonies as we are boosting our natural or neutral damage pals, which Lunaris is a neutral damage pal. We can see Lunaris has 400 attack. 400 attack. We're gonna grab one of these Ribbonies that got condensed, which I thought it would be one of those. Did I? Oh, one of these ribbonies. So 400. We put one in our party, and it is now 444. We put another one in, and it is now 488. So a much stronger Linares to help us fight. We might actually need them to be a little bit higher level. I thought they were going to be closer to level 32 like we were, and potentially use that to fight a Ragnarok. But since they're not, that concerns me. Since we won't have the ability to, yeah. Alright, we're going to have to level just a little bit more. So that our fight with Ragnarok's lowest level, I'm pretty sure, is 34. And since Ragnarok's lowest level is 34, 29 versus 34 is a pretty big mismatch in levels. So I think we're going to need to level up just a little bit, but we're almost ready to go over to the other base, make ourselves all the spheres we need, and then we will go and be happy. How much time to stream? I'm thinking probably 30 minutes maybe. I do like to try to end my stream with enough time for me to relax a little bit before the end of the night. As much as I love playing the game, I am trying to be entertaining, and I am talking and exerting energy. So being lazy and potentially playing the game by myself or doing something else. We've got all our Foxboxers. Where I, don't know, watch some YouTube or just chill, you know. All of those are options I tend to like to do at the end of the night. So, probably 30 more minutes. I'm hoping to get down to Fisherman's Point today. I want to go ahead and rebuild our PAL expedition station so that we can start sending out PALs on expeditions. That's the whole reason we did all of that. This will allow us to start getting those pages, the research pages, as well as just getting us some free ore and things like that. Oh, we need to kill... That's next. Okay, we're going to beat Zoe and Grisbolt, and that should be pretty straightforward and easy. We will do that next. Just out of curiosity, this has a timer on it, right? Anyone can pick up until 1917. Is that hours and minutes? I think that's hours and minutes. Sometimes we just need some time. Yeah, you know, so believe it or not, if I was to take a personality test, I am a introvert. Why was it? Oh, I was over by the 2 campfires. Okay. Got so scared there for a second. I was like, it's so hot. What? I am technically classified as an introvert, so I recharge by being alone. Now, I don't feel like I exert that much energy with you guys, even though I'm communicating with you and all that. I am still by myself in my own room, not, you know, around other humans. You guys are just other humans through the internet, which you kind of do that anyway if you're on YouTube or anything like that, so to some extent, I'm not feeling too fatigued by chatting with you guys, but by other extents, it is still more than I would normally do if I was just, you know, by myself. So definitely something to keep in mind for myself as I continue to do this. Work with other people all day, and then I go to be hanging out with you guys for a good chunk of the day. So just a little bit of time to myself, both before and after stream. Before stream, I make myself dinner, try to pick up my place a little bit so I'm not an absolute slob. And then I hop on stream, chill with you guys, and have a good rest of my day, you know? Okay, so we've done that. I think we're in a spot so that we can go over and go beat Zoe and Grisbolt, get started with all of that. That should be good experience for Linares as well, so that's going to be very useful overall. I should switch out your Fierce Fang to be on the skill that I like it to be on. How much is the structure damage? Does it say? I don't think it'll say. That's a bummer. It's alright, we keep making this one. I see Killamari's in our inventory, so I can just go. That was a terrible launch. Okay, I see the tower in the distance, though. We can just continue to spam. This will not lose too much of our stamina over the course of this. I really wish it was much faster, but hey, it's still pretty quick. take a second to turn, and take a second to turn, and drop down, and use it. I was going to say use it before we land, but landing on the tower right there is perfectly fine too. We shouldn't need to heal up anymore. We have plenty to go. An ore mining base is unlocked once we beat Lily and Lylene, so I just have not taken the time to go beat Lily and Lylene yet. Once we beat Lily and Lylene, I guarantee you I will make one. Oh. That's gonna be the... Yep. So luckily we've fought Zoe and Grisbolt so many times. This is a fight I could do without any armor on, and I would not be too worried. He'll now come to me. Figured save some health on Lunaris, but actually I don't think I even need to do that. You're level 59 and have run out of natural spawns. Now comes the hard part of farming bosses in caves. Interesting. I wasn't sure if you would run out of pals to catch and things like that. That's interesting to know, Paul. I had no idea if that was going to be a thing or not. Are you playing on hard mode? Level 36 is a little overkill. Oh, it's hardcore? Yes, it is hardcore. So if we die, it's game over. Really, for the most part, we don't care about Zoe and Grisbolt at all. The only reason we're doing this is so we can start doing expeditions, and even then, we're not too big of in a worry for it. We could probably pretty easily do Lily and Lylene as well, but we're managing without it for just the moment. We'll just go ahead and continue to manage with it with just the moment. But, yep. Hardcore, better safe than sorry. We have killed ourselves 3 times over at this point, so I would like to not make that same thing happen. Now, we died at level 43? Was it 43 last time? And, that's how it went. Actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and, oops. I don't know how to hit pet. Too late. But bosses in caves, I think farming bosses in caves is one of the fun parts. Could you imagine if you were playing hardcore default and you didn't have a glider, whether it was a pal or one of these, and you beat Zoe and Grisbolt and you started up here? Dude, you would have one shot not to die. Well, I guess that's not true. You could jump into the river. Okay, you'd be fine. Fastest way to level up? I would say your fastest way to level up when you're up that high is probably to spawn predator pals. If you've already caught everything, I'm thinking predator pals are the way to go. They are really high experience for what their levels are. They're like, I want to say 30 or 40 times the normal amount of experience you would get for the level that they're at. And they are relatively tough, but not nearly anywhere near impossible to beat. So I would say that's a good way. So running around farming predator pals. Another thing that you can be doing is looking to you could be making sure you are going through dungeons and things like that, kind of as I just mentioned. As the end of bosses in dungeons are the same as alphas, where they're worth 10 times experience, so they're really big experience. I guess that's true. You could respawn, but then you wouldn't have your stuff, which would kind of stink, but that's a good point. You definitely could. That's a good call. I didn't even think about that. But it wasn't a problem for me. I was like, I'm good. I don't need to worry. Let's go ahead and grab this Pen King since we're here. We should be okay. We've got our metal armor, so we're pretty strong. The only thing is we don't have that much cold resistance. We shouldn't lose too much health, even if they freeze us. We're ready for Lunaris to pop out, and we should be okay. But yeah, I'd say until you run out of things to catch. It is,
Yeah.
it is to catch 12 of each pal. And once you've done that, then, oop, I was like, where'd Pen King go? And of course he was sliding right into my face. 12 of each pal, definitely one of the fastest, if not the fastest way, up until at least 50. I would recommend it at least until there, if not farther. If you watch, like, the default casual, I caught pals pretty much all the way up until the end. Anytime I felt like I needed more experience, I started catching pals again. But I knew I was going to need pal souls to beat the raid boss. So I was also doing a lot of predator pal farming. And yeah, I'd say those three things. Caves, predator pal farming, and then catching are your three things at the end game. At the early game, mostly just catching. Almost exclusively catching. Unless you're able to do, like, massive amounts of damage somehow. Which is possible. We should have all our lift monks. Yes, we do. Let's see. Actually, we can build... Excuse me. We can build an expedition station over here, too. So we don't even need to do that. Go back. Go to the... Yes. I guess technically the fastest is to go into your settings and turn up experience gained. As I have done many a time, if you watch my fastest level 60 in like 20 minutes, unfortunately that is with settings cranked, which for anybody that watched that expecting it not to be settings cranked, I really do feel bad and I'm sorry, but like, you shouldn't expect somebody to get to the max level within 20 minutes without cranking the settings. In this case, I am not capable of changing the settings because this is a challenge run where I play default casual or default hardcore. Woof. Oil gives good experience. Yeah, you know, crafting things in general is not bad for you either. There's plenty of things that will be very, very good for you. Nice, that's a ton of spheres. We can use that. We should be able to break this down. We should be able to put up a sphere assembly line now. Put it off to the side. It's perfectly placed. No one judge. If you don't think that was perfectly placed, I question your sense of judgment. Now that we've got that, we want a, expedition station here. This one, I think, hopefully I can just kind of wing off to the side or something. Let's see how we fit this over here. It's going to be super annoying. Oh! Hey! We take that. I think we'll be able to get to it okay. Especially if I can get to it from under. Oh, I just realized I'm going to need electric organs. Assuming I don't have any over here. Alright, we'll spend a little bit money. Another question. Of course. Happy to answer questions. So let me read that in 1 second. I was going to try to get this wandering merchant to sell me some electric organs, but he wanted to run away. Did I put all my money away? Well, we should be able to buy some... Oh, he doesn't sell electric organs. Alright, well. Sorry, another question, if you don't mind. How does the lotus... respawning the lotus flowers work? It should just be like every other item. Where you go to... every day-night cycle, a lotus should respawn. So if a day has gone by and then a night has gone by, you should be able to get a lotus flower. Now, there are... do we need them right? That's 2... That's also 2. You can speed up your day-night cycle to make it much, much faster, so you can do that. You could also farm lotuses through expeditions, so if you wanted to do that, you definitely can. If you're looking just to max out your stats and you don't care about changing your settings, crank up your meteor drops, and meteor drops should spawn every minute, and then you can farm yourselves lots and lots of supply drops. There we go. I'm losing my train of thought here. I must be starting to get a little tired. But then the supply drops will allow you to then go ahead and crank up your attack stat and stuff like that. That is really annoying at nighttime. Pocket means oil rig. Oh, the oil rig. Yeah. It's not a bad way. It's definitely some solid experience. I don't know that it's anywhere near the fastest, but it is one of the faster ways to level up your pals if you need to level up your pals. Good thought on that. Just bought the game not too long ago. I'm still learning, slow going. I tell you what, my first, I want to say 20 hours in the game, some of the slowest play of all time, you know? And it was also some of the most fun. Highly, highly recommend playing the game in a way that you find fun and enjoyable and not just trying to be fast and efficient at it. Though that is also another way to play. Yeah, flashbangs. You're welcome. You're welcome. I'm sure that was great. We're not going to farm him again, now that I think about it.
Yeah.
Nurse is still level 29. I would have liked a higher level than that, but I think we just go... We have the money to buy a Reptiro, which would be a level 3 kindling, which would be really big. We don't have any of the large spheres, which is kind of annoying. Didn't take anything... You know what? While we're here, let's grab the electric organs like I was thinking about before. That way, if I do want to make stuff, we've got everything over there that we can make. We can also... We should have the ability to make the improved furnace. Yes. So we'll do one there, one here, like that. Awesome. That'll be all the ingredients we need to take over to the other base. Actually, why did I do that there? One here, so I don't have to find it again. Making questionable choices right there. I like laying my base out in a similar manner each time. That way I know where everything is at. There we go. There's some more electric organs, so we can make one over at the other base. Need a seizure warning for gliding. I don't plan to do that again tonight. We will see. We should be able to, if we get at least a decent build glide, it should be okay, but I am questioning if we'll get one. Sometimes they are all slow and you just need to restart the game, which might be what the case is in this instance. But we're also not going an incredibly far distance, so no, that was also very, very slow. Like, incredibly slow. Let's just grab this so that we don't miss the Lifmunkavici, since that was already so slow anyway. We won't miss that much time by being on the ground, and we won't have to flashbang everybody. It was the final flash. Just want you to know that. Vegeta would be proud. What about breeding yourself a Jormuntide Ignis for level 4 kindling? I am planning on it, but I looked at some breeding calculators earlier today and was not happy with any of the pals I currently have to do something like that.
Yeah.
So I was either going to go on an expedition to find the pals that I would want to breed, or I was going to just be content with some slow kindling for a little bit and potentially buy a Reptiro and or catch a Ragnahawk. So The only problem is we need to create a Jormuntide first, which is going to take us about 2 hours to breed a Jormuntide, as that's how quick our large eggs take to hatch. Then we're going to need to make sure we have a Blaze Howl and a Jormuntide, and then make the Jormuntide Ignis, which is another 2 hours to hatch. So all in all, it would take some time to get that all squared away. And I just said, we're okay. We don't need to do that right now. I meant to actually take this off. Oh, woke up just in time, huh? Just a little extra experience for the pals. Let's get ourselves a Catrus. This should be a fairly easy fight for Linares. Have over 100 days and hatching takes forever. Yeah. So the goal is not to be slow. I'm not moving quite as fast as I could, but I do want to go as fast as I think is possible in most, if not all, situations. So I'm gonna go ahead and go for at least a level 3 pal first and work towards the level 4 pal next. This also gives us a chance to potentially get up to a Blaze Howl over there. I might just stop over there. Instant hatching on. Forgot it takes real time. Yeah, unfortunate. Unfortunate for me, not for you. If I wasn't doing myself a challenge run like this, I would also do instant hatching. You're poisoned. That's still only 33% chance. Come on, Linares. I think that's worth throwing a couple of spheres at right there. So, here we go. 30 minutes later. Pans the build glide at night flash banging. Oh, yes. Yes, that would be the true Dragon Ball Z edit, too. But you would need to hear me going, ah, for like at least another 10 minutes. Feel like farming Mimogs might be faster for getting stats from the metal vendor, unfortunately. There's a lot of ways to do it. Yeah, you can definitely do that, but the metal merchant, for you, it's what, 350 per dog coin? So if you can get dog coins really fast, yeah, it's pretty quick. I tried farming that way before. I just didn't enjoy it, so I don't do it. I try not to do things I don't enjoy in this game. So, like, if I didn't enjoy playing hardcore, I probably wouldn't play hardcore. It's kind of that simple. If I didn't enjoy speedrunning, I wouldn't speedrun. If I didn't enjoy having settings changed, I wouldn't ever change settings. Some of the game is kind of a necessity, so you will run into things that you have to do anyway, which is kind of an annoyance, but how long does it take for a DBZ character to change a light bulb? Oh gosh, I don't know. How long does it take a DBZ character to change a light bulb? How do I do the vertical grapple launch? Great question. So when you grapple, you have the ability to cancel your grapple, right? So if I grapple and then I hit the cancel button, we stop doing anything. If we don't press any button before we hit the wall, other than cancel, we will be able to stop ourselves from going into the wall and grabbing it. And we will just bounce off of it. And depending on everything else, you will just keep flying. Let's go ahead and switch in. I don't think we need that much transport. Don't think we need that much deer, actually. I bet you 1 deer is enough with that. So let's see here. We can grapple onto our... actually, first I want to see, could we have... Interesting. We can pop up the top, can we? Or can we not? Ooh, no, we can't. But we also can't reach that. That's annoying. That would have been cool if we could. So this is not the best placement. Can we... This is a different one, right? A different instance. Yeah, so if we wanted to, I guess we could send another team. Oh, let's do it. It's only 22 minutes. Let's go. But let's see. So like this, I'm going to grapple to it and then I'm going to hit cancel. And we just bounce right off the wall, right? And so if we were looking up enough, you can just bounce straight up and just keep flying up. How many characters does it take? Oh gosh. How many Dragon Ball Z characters does it take? Just one, but it takes them 9 episodes to change it? That's awesome. I'm going to have to remember that. That's so funny. That's so true, too. You will practice. Yeah, it took me a little bit to get used to it, but now that I'm used to it, I can let myself get very close to the grapple before I cancel it. And as long as you don't press forward or sides or backwards or anything like that, you just press cancel, you'll be good. The way I think I practiced first was I literally took my hands off the movement keys and only left one on the stop grapple movement. And then I would grapple, and then I would cancel. And I'd be like, okay, I can do it. I can do it. I can not press forward when grappling. I don't know why, but that was a tough one for me. Get back here, Nightwing. Oh, we have the stupid shared. Okay, there we go. Honestly, I think I can get over to Fisherman's Point from here. Oh, I didn't bring any wood, did I? I don't have my... Find some wood on the ground. Put stone. Find some wood on the ground. You know what, let's go ahead and grab just a little bit more wood, just for safe measure, as we might want it to try to come back. Oh, but we want the Nightwing too. Ugh, the curse of the game. You always see one more thing, right? One more thing. Once I do this, I'll be off the Fisherman's Point. Oh, but then I need to do this. Okay, one more thing. Now we're off the Fisherman's Point. Focus same energy, just in case that's what that was about. I'm not entirely sure. Fisherman's Point should just be in the distance. I shouldn't have to worry too much. I think we'll be okay. Nope. But maybe this... Yeah, that'll work. Maybe we just get ourselves over to where we know it'll work, and then we will grapple. I don't even think I need to do that. We should be able to just glide ourselves over. So here's an example of going up the wall again. Hit cancel. We just slid up that wall. A little too far, honestly. I should have canceled it just a little earlier, but we'll live. One more example of it. Stop it just a little bit earlier this time so that we don't keep going. Slide around. Good little grapple right there. I don't know why Dire Hell decided to go that way, but okay. Oops, that was a terrible grapple. Now, I am worried that our launch is not going to be particularly fast based on the other ones that we've done. So I'm going to say this is where we're going to call it for today. Getting ready to go grapple over to Fisherman's Point, all in the distance. So, big day tomorrow. The day is to get over to Fisherman's Point, catch a Ragnarok, and start getting ourselves ready for the Lily and Eileen fight. I think I'm also going to try to buy a makeshift handgun over there. And we should be good to go. We will probably try to buy a Reptiro, but we'll see. I guess since I can't teleport, now I think about it, I should have grabbed a bunch of... yeah, I should have grabbed a bunch of Noble Pals to make everything cheaper. But just to remind everyone, this was, in fact, Default Hardcore Part 3. We are level 36, I believe it was. I'm very excited about it. Everything is going really, really well. So far, I can't ask for too much better. We could be playing a little bit faster, but we're playing safer than we did on our last couple of runs. And with fast travel disabled, I feel like it is kind of necessary. So, been having a lot of fun. Thanks for joining. I really appreciate you all coming around. And Almighty Done, good luck with that grapple technique. Sharp, thanks for the Dragon Ball Z joke. I'll try to remember it. And everybody else that stopped by. Warthog 420, I don't remember seeing you before. Thanks so much for stopping by for the day. Really appreciate it. Pocket Size, once again, thanks for coming by. Carson 200, I saw you, and Paul, and just anybody else that was in chat. Really appreciate it. Zing Kong, you have a great rest of your day over in Taiwan. Hopefully your day of work goes really, really well. And I'll see you guys again tomorrow. I'm going to try to get on right after work from about 5 to maybe 6:30 so that I can get ready to hang out with some friends after that. Then we'll see what happens on Saturday. So tomorrow, 5 p.m. Central Standard Time, about an hour earlier than I normally do. 07, have a good one.